AP, you a legend, homeboy. Okay. Yeah, I'm finna go straight in on these niggas, man. Talk to these niggas, man. Ooh. Pull up to a bitch house, her son say, Mom, ain't that a rapper? I'm Nike boy Z, I'm the neighborhood trapper. You a lame ass nigga, you be changing a kid pampers. I be cooking up dope while the baby crying in the hamper. And her oldest son love me cause I buy Robux and pizza. Mom, what that funny smell? I just broke down some pizza reef. I got a bitch out the hamp. Apartment B. When I walk up out of spot, all the niggas look at me. Got my safety off and got one in the head. The trifling project hoes, hot niggas come up dead. She got a bitch you see ass and some good wet head. Her baby daddy prison picture on the side of the bed. He started calling her phone while she was giving me head. I started to fuck her from the side while she pressed it said. You see the moral of the story. These hoes ain't shit. Nice niggas finish last, they want a dope boy dick. Oh, these are the tales, the dope boy tales. Me and Joe boy just ran through a bed. These are the tales, the dope boy tales. Let me cook up in her house so I pay for her nails. These are the tales, the dope boy tales. Read robberies and digital skills. These are the tales, the dope boy tales. Always riding dirty, so I'm running from 12. Now we all got a partner that's a secret competition. Always pillow talking to these dog ass bitches. Always saying, bro, I love you, but that shit be fake. That nigga really ain't your dog. In his eyes, you a play. Old friendly ass nigga, show that boy where you stay. Old green ass nigga, introduced him to bait. And when you went out of town, he fuck your bitch. And when your bitch fell asleep, he stole your shit. Ooh, these are the tales, the dope boy tales. Me and Joe boy just ran through a bed. These are the tales, the dope boy tales. Let me cook up in her house so I pay for her nails. These are the tales, the dope boy tales. Read robberies and digital skills. These are the tales, the dope boy tales. Always riding dirty, so I'm running from 12.
Yeah. What up? I'm backing out to my homeboy, Nike Boy State. You know what I'm talking about? Off of his new album he got out, the Ooh Take. Go cop that, man. This is hard. I know this shit raw as hell.
Broke down so many P's. Vacuum still getting tired of me. Snoop Dogg, Bob Marley, Willie Nelson, none of them get high as me. Selling runs for OG prices. 5P sold all zips. Thought the nigga trying to set me up. Talking about leave him at the quick trip. Having all type of flavors. Serving all my neighbors. I know you go to work every day. I ain't tripping, you can pay me later. 7 P's in the Tahoe. Truck smelling like a locker room. Fans ask me when the tape dropping. Told them the tape about to drop soon. Yeah. Real gas bags, you can smell it through the wrapper. Jig got some Percocets from my cracker. Just sold a 7 in the heart to a pastor. Just sold a hoe to a hillbilly trucker. Just sold a verse for 1,500. Nike boy Zeke, all I rap about it money.
You a cop out. I know somebody tell her right now. If you spot me, it's a cat cow. I'm indicating in the ski coat right now. The street cold, but you gotta keep the heat told. White me orchestrate the band, young maestro. We flew across the country, left Tahoe. This one on the water and the speedboat. This a long way from Cali Road. It's still the same niggas at Valero. Yo, it's the same old. We can't even count the same bankroll. The other day, I was hollering at Z, and he said,
hey, what it do, man?
Pulled a walking side to his street. Began to medallion, smoking like a white beetle. Drugs and gun, we pack it in a 2-seater. Whole lot of ammo and reefer. Heard from the south that the E got it cheap. Yo, I put it on for the city. Right, so you cat, I can say you the lingo. Right, so you cat, I can say you the lingo. This shit easy, you shake at the free throw. The real guy, you gon' smell it through your underclothes.
Yeah. Real gas bags, you can smell it through the wrapper. Jig got some Percocets from my cracker. Just sold a 7 in the heart to a pastor. Just sold a hoe to a hillbilly trucker. Just sold a verse for 1,500. Nike boy Zeke, all I rap about it money.
Hey. Shout out to my brother Nike Boy Zeke, man. He got his new mixtape out, man. The Ooh Take, fire, man. Take you back to 06 when them things was going for 20, 22 a pop. Y'all niggas don't know nothing about that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know nothing about that, man. Y'all don't know nothing about it, man. You did. And I ain't bragging. You shouldn't know nothing about it. It's not nothing to, you know what I'm saying, man? That ain't nothing to be proud of. Blade Monger, what it do, man? We got my brother Blade Monger in the building. You dig? We here Tuesday night. Like I told you, my computer was acting crazy, but I pulled some strings and I made it happen. And I got another one, but my other one is in the shop. You know what I'm saying? Getting the CPU fan motor replaced on it. So, you know what I'm saying? Just give me a they say it's gonna take like 2.5 weeks to fix. So, but this guy who L actually suggested me to go to him. And from what I've heard, he's real good. So he's a busy guy. So I think 2 weeks is fair. You did. So yeah, we here and we're gonna have this discussion tonight. You know what I'm saying? Can y'all hear me right? Everything good? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all see me? Is it clear? Put it 11 in the chat if everything sounds good, everything look good, and everything crispy. You feel me? Put a 12 in the chat. Put a 12 in the chat if y'all can't hear me. All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. Shout out to my brethren, K Blackman. Shout out to Blade Monger and everybody else in the building. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all go ahead, hit that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. I keep meaning to go get my damn walk. Hey, share on your social engineering, man. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to all the real ones, man. Shout out to my brother Red Supreme TV1. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to all the real ones, man. Shout out to the homie George Macon. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to that brother. You know what I'm talking about? I got a feeling me and my brother George going to do a collabo here soon, not too in the distant future. You know what I'm talking about? But tonight, we're going to be talking about a topic tonight, right? That I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I've been meaning to talk about this, right? But I wanted to get some, I want to do a little bit more research. I want to look into a little bit more. So when I speak, I sound like I know what I'm fucking talking about instead of just, you know, I did some little further research. You know what I mean? And I found some videos and I been looking into the legislation that's coming out of behind this stuff though. And I've been telling y'all for a minute, you know what I'm saying, that this is where all this stuff is coming. And, you know, these people allow these things to get like this. Like I said, they create the environment for these things to happen so they can then come in with the various solutions to said problems they created, right? So we can be like, we're getting tired of this. This is becoming an economic catastrophe and a tax cost to the taxpayers. Now they want to introduce one of the various plans that they already have set in place before they even hit us with the problem. You understand what I'm saying? It's Hegelian dialectic. You know who George Hegel is? Right? You ever heard of George Hegel? Huh? The Hegelian dialectic. Shout out and rest in essence to my brother Prodigy. He named his last album before he passed after this guy and his very distorted, if I would, very demonic, I would even go as far as to say, ideology. Lance Parker in the building with a do. Right? This is George Hegel right here. And he came up with the Hegelian dialectic, or what we call today problem, reaction, solution theory, or part of game theory. Not the same as this game in the streets, though. Different things, right? Maybe one of these days I'll sit up here and break game theory down for y'all, right? But George Hegel, or George Wilhelm Friedrich Hegel, it was an asset of the Rothschilds, of course. He was one of the founding members of the Jesuit Society. And he came up with this precursor to what we call nowadays problem, reaction, solution, right? It's called the Hegelian dialectic, right? Hegelian dialectic which is a noun, philosophy, an interpretive method in which the contradiction between the proposition, the thesis, and its antithesis is resolved at a higher level or truth. Synthesis, problem, reaction, solution. You present a problem that you manufactured, right? And being that you are in control of everything, you then offer the solution to the said problem, which gives you the synthesis, your desired outcome that you already had for causing the solution or the problem in the first place. Because you already came up with the solutions. Problem, reaction, solution. All right. Pretty sure y'all aware of this stuff, man. You know what I mean? You may not heard it break down to you in those terms, but when I speak it to you like that, and you know, you understand what it is. Case in point, what's the problem? Paternity fraud. But look at the various things in our society that are made to create the environment for paternity fraud to be as prevalent as it's now is coming, right? And you have the various solutions, which all end, and we just going to flat out say it, baseline, depopulation control. Or population control or depopulation agendas, right? The problem, paternity fraud, right? The reaction, all this child support and these girls lying on these guys, saying that the kids ain't their kids, saying the kids is there, but they're not. There's no law set up in place to penalize these chicks for when they lie about such a thing, right? So the solution is, right, well, now y'all got to start taking paternity tests to determine who the father is at birth. Before the signing of the birth certificate, I want y'all to use y'all's critical thinking to see if y'all see where this is headed, right? If you can see where all of this is going, I want y'all to start being able to connect the dots, man. Right? Now we're talking about getting into what I talked to y'all about, Brave New World, right? You all know when I talk about that book periodically. Now we get into Brave New World, Aldous Huxley type shit, right? Now we get into Brave New World, Aldous Huxley type shit with this paternity fraud. Now, since y'all chicks is so loose and irresponsible with y'all's box and just letting random men blast all up in you with the man butter. OG, what it do, man? Since y'all can no longer be responsible, or y'all no longer practice responsibility over the keeping of your womb, your box, as far as you just allow any guy to come up in you, run up in you, and skeet all up in you, right? Now that we see that this is a problem, because you understand the reason why this is a problem, because it's a tax issue, it's costing the government to take care of these, to go through these court. Now you got all these court shows, paternity court. You got Steve Wilkos and Jerry Springer that shone the light on this while he made millions, if not billions of dollars off of it. Now he's gone resting the essence, but he's created a situation and shined the light on an actual situation specifically within the Black community, but in the white community as a whole. So now we're talking about legislation on the board, right? To where y'all chicks is going to have to prove paternity before that man signs the birth certificate. Maybe it's going to even extend to you got to prove paternity before you get any benefits. Y'all see where this is going? Right? And what is that going to lead to? Brave New World. Since you chicks have become so irresponsible with the upkeep and the management of your box by having children out of wedlock by random men, mind you, a minor percentage of the men when it comes to us Black men. Now we're going to regulate certain things. Y'all wonder why they overturned Roe v. Wade just last year or earlier this year or whenever it was, why they overturned it last year. because it set the precedent for what they about to do now. Now y'all about to have to start determine who's the father, right? Before you get the birth certificate fine. And not only that, that means you're probably going to more than likely be denied certain benefits and access to benefits if you cannot prove the paternity of your father. Juju, what's good, baby? You got the Nigerian bar, huh? Kicking it with them Nigerians, man. We got a Nigerian spot in my city that's nice. You hear me? The Savoy Grill. They got a nice little bar in there, a nice little patio. It's sweet. Juju, what's up, baby? But listen to what I'm saying, y'all. So now, since y'all have become so irresponsible with y'all's box, now y'all can't be, now we have to take over control full. Y'all talk about, my body, my choice. They let y'all have that my body, my choice stuff because they knew y'all was going to be reckless with it. Out here, having children out of wedlock, not having children by your husband. It's a huge tax cost to the government, huh? All these paternity fraud coming up, costing the states and the courts money, right? And they let y'all have this freedom with y'all box so they can take it away from y'all and tell y'all don't know how to manage it. We told y'all that y'all could be sexually liberated, sexually free, and y'all went out here just let random dudes blast all up in you and get you pregnant, and now you're stuck taking care of all these kids. A lot of y'all are not able to fund them, which means the government have to give you assistance. Look at what's happening, y'all. Connect the dots. So now we're going to regulate y'all's wombs for y'all. We gave y'all the illusion that it was your body, your choice, but what we didn't tell y'all is that y'all bodies no longer belong to y'all. Our bodies no longer belong to us. This is why they're hitting us with the genetic modified food. This is why they're hitting us with all these devices and these frequencies. They are hijacking our energy input, output carrier signal, or our human magnetic field. They're hijacking and siphoning the energy off of that. Silly brethren and sisters. So y'all chicks been tricked into believing that you could be sexually liberated, have sex, and jump on any bellhead you want to, raw, because y'all don't like condoms. So y'all got kids by random men or random man or random men. It's a tax burden for the government. What better way to get control of these bitches' wombs is to make them think that that their womb is theirs. So now you about to get legislation talking about who can have a baby, who's certified to have a baby. Now you're going to have to start having a license to have a baby. I keep telling y'all to read Brave New World, man. You hear me? Read Brave New World. And y'all chicks that sit up here and this paternity fraud thing, this is terrible. The amount of chicks that lie on who's the father of their child just in order to receive benefits or get some money from some random guy that they could just scribble your name on the birth certificate, and you're the father, and you will be held liable for that. See the double-edged sword in that? They make y'all think that y'all got some power, which is absolutely fucking over some random dude. But at the same time, they done put y'all in the trick bag because as y'all have been allowed to get away with this high crime, this is high crime. That is a crime to have a man thinking you are pregnant with his child, and then that's forgery at best. And the fact that the states allow that, well, they're not about to be allowing it no more because they're starting to. But to think that the states didn't know that this was going on, you would have to be a fool to think that the government and the people in charge of these, over state departments and HEW and the NIDA and the ADA and the MDM and all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all be fools to think all these organizations aren't aware of what's going on. They know that this stuff isn't heavily regulated. They know this stuff is certain things aren't enforced. They set it up like that so they can do exactly what they're doing now. Now y'all broads is about to have to start proving who your baby daddy is. This is a huge part of population control, man. Right? And I want y'all to go read Brave New World by Aldous Huxley, man. Y'all really need to go read that book because this is where we at with it now, man. It's where we at with it, man. We have Brave New World in 1984 status right now, man. While at the same time, freedom of speech is being deleted and eviscerated. The Ministry of Truth is coming in. Censorship is coming in. Same time at Brave New World, we got genetic modification, manipulation, biomechanical upgrades and enhancements. You understand what I'm saying? Controlled birthing. I already put y'all up on game about the birthing centers they about to have all around the world where they could produce 30,000 humans per year, synthetic humans. Can't remember the name of the company, but it exists and it's real. So you got Brave New World bringing in that aspect of the transhumanism with the censorship and the mind fuckery. Oddly enough, Aldous Huxley and George Orwell went to the same college with each other. They were, in fact, roommates. OG said that box belonged to the Most High, you dig? Oh, yeah, shout out to my brother K Blackman, man. Hit me with that contribution earlier, man. You a real one, man. You know what I'm talking about? Real ones support the real ones, man. That brother blessed me with a nice contribution earlier. He's a new subscriber too, so that's what's up, man. Support the real ones, man. And I think y'all really should go read Brave New World, man. Seriously. I strongly suggest that y'all go read that book. It'll put some things in perspective for you as far as, you know, what's going on in the world right now, man. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to this topic of discussion that we're having tonight, considering this paternity fraud, right? It's crazy, y'all, man. You hear me? Absolutely insane, man. The amount of chicks that are sitting up here lying to these dudes. Yeah, well, you know now, brother. You feel me? I'm not one of these guys that, you know what I'm saying, go on like my brother Red platform and all y'all come subscribe to me, Nah, man. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody who rock with Red ain't gonna want to rock with me. And I understand that, you know what I'm saying? So if it's meant for y'all to discover what I'm doing, y'all gonna come over here and tap in with us. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to my brother Red Supreme TV1. He the fulcrum of us real niggas coming together on this damn YouTube and taking this shit over, man. Shout out to my brother Red Supreme TV1. Definitely one of the realest niggas on this damn YouTube. Rest of these niggas is fuck niggas, man. Right? Ain't talking about shit anyway. Talking about a whole bunch of bullshit that don't even fucking matter. Right? But with this situation right here, and shout out to Mr. Palmer. Because Mr. Palmer is spearheading this with the fuck child support movement. So shout out to that brother for that, man. Much respect to Mr. Palmer for that. You know what I'm talking about? Because child support, like I was saying on Red Soda, that's a $54 billion a year industry. You think they're just going to give that up? So they got to come up with something to replace it, right? And what's going to replace that is robots. Yeah, man. They don't want a lot of humans, y'all. If y'all ever knew anything or know anything about them Georgia Guidestones before they mysteriously blew up, right? It was saying on them Georgia Guidestones that they want to reduce these people in power, who these different organizations do. And you know, the guy who built the structure, he was plugged all the way in. They talking about they want to get the global population to under 500 million. Right now, the world's population is currently at 9 billion people. Right? So how y'all think? And out of mind you, out of this 9 billion people, less than 1% run and control shit. What's 1% of 9 billion? Somebody do the math for me real quick. What is 1% of 9 billion? Right? Get your calculators out, you know. Get your calculators out. 1% of 9 billion. It should be 9 million. Right? So globally, we got roughly 10 million, 10%, 5%, 85%. Y'all see how the technology gets spread? Y'all got to understand, man, that's a high number right there. That is a high percentage, considering that there's not a lot of men. There's way more women in this country than there is men. Out of the let's say 350 million people in America, let's say, hold on, let's do it quick. All right. Let's just say it's 335 million people in America, right? Right. According to the Googler, 167,082,268 men in America. That's all men, current male population, right? So 30% of that, that's a lot of people on welfare, man. 1% of 9 billion, right? 1% of 9 billion. So it's not even, it's like 160, it's not even 168 million men in America, right? Females outnumber, it's like total population of females, it's like 90, I said 9, that's 90 million people. My man Jay Jermaine in the building. Where you at, bro? My brother, hold on, let me go look on YouTube real quick. Damn, Jay Jermaine, I don't see you in here yet. Where you at, bro? 90 million. So 90 million people on this planet. It's 90 million people that run planet Earth. Out of 9 billion, 90 million run everything. Let's think about that, y'all. It's 364,671 females in America. Y'all outnumber us it's about 5,000. It's about 5,000, it's about 5 million more women than it is men in this country. Right? Oddly enough, when it comes to baby deletion, females, y'all lead the pack in that. We can't abort babies. Right? So 30%. My man Jay Jermaine in the building. Hit us with that contribution, man. Good looking out, brother. You hear me? My man said I'm rolling down Livingston, enjoying this beautiful eating. You understand me, man? About to go to M&M and give me a fish dinner, man. You know what I'm talking about, man? Give me a fish sandwich or something, man. Hey, M&M fish is good as hell. You know what I'm talking about? I just went over there to Creole to go today, man. I had that oyster po' boy. That oyster, I'm telling you, man. Hey, Uncle Diggity, every hood in America has a M&M's, a Sharks, a Wells, all ran by the Arabs, man. We got them in every city across the country. You feel me? It's impossible. It's not possible for every woman to have one man to themselves, right? The numbers ain't there, y'all. It's not. It don't. The math ain't mathing, as y'all say. How y'all think y'all just gonna get one nigga all to yourself? More than likely, you're gonna have to share or be by yourself. And what does that do for the population? Nah, Uncle Diggity, man, that's some Arab shit. That's some Arab shit. Sharks, whales, M&M, What else? Oceans, something like that. You feel me? But it's them three right there: Eminem, Sharks and Whales. Right? You weak as fuck off that, ain't you, Uncle Diggy? You weak as hell off of that, ain't you, bro? Right? Paternity fraud. Where that stat? Who put that stat up there? My man Lance Parker that said that. Yeah, my man OG. 30% of men on child support for kids that ain't theirs. Right. Total population for black men on child support in the United States. .4% is black men on child support. This is out of the total male population. Right? Or should I say 13.4% of black men are on child support, right? What is the population amount of black men in the United States?
19.91 million, 2020.
Now, as of 2020, per the U.S. Census Bureau, it ain't even 20 million of us, man. Now, Kenny Kane, what's good, man? We got my brother Kenny Kane in the building, man. My brother up out of that Memphis, man. Y'all go subscribe to my brother Kenny Kane TV. Look, Kenny Kane, we're going to have to get together, brother, because my brother Kenny Kane about to come on the program maybe next Saturday, Kenny Kane. We could get that Kenny Kane TV listening party going on, man, for that album. My man got dope music, fire music. Kenny Kane, listen, Nike Boy, if you listening in, Nike Boy Zeke, Kenny Kane, Nike Boy Zeke, you two niggas have to collabo. Y'all have to make a song with each other. Y'all got to rock with each other. That Memphis and that ATL connect, two real niggas from the streets, from the turf. You know what I'm talking about? I know you niggas would work well together, man. That'll be beautiful to see y'all brothers come together, man, to make some music, man. That Memphis with that ATL, man, listen. Y'all think I'm done too? I got my one and I'm done, man. For real, man. I was like, it's not even 20 million of us, man. It's probably like a little over 20 million of us in America. The rest is all females. So, like I say, black women, you know, y'all outnumber us, man. What is the total female black population in the United States?
21.68 million, 2020.
So it's 20. Y'all out, man. And this is in 2020. I'm pretty sure this number is high by now. They do this in 5-year increments. So we ain't gonna know how much the population has increased, like on a per capita scale, until another 3 years, 2 years. Yeah, go subscribe to my brother Kenny Kane TV, man. He got hot content over there. He do his music. You know what I'm talking about? He be with his girl, man, doing his thing. You know what I'm talking about? He be featured on a lot of other dudes' podcasts. He got an episode off the porch. You know what I'm saying? Go support my brother Kenny Kane, man. Real one. I told y'all, man, real niggas coming to YouTube and we taking this shit over, man. Right? Real. You feel me? It's 2023. I'm pretty sure these numbers are like, in 2020 it was 21.68 for the females. That's black females. I'm pretty sure it's close to 23 now. You feel me? Y'all outnumber us must be like 2 million, 3 million down there. So if that means if every single black woman got with a single black man right now, it'll still be like 2 million of y'all left over without a man, a black man. And think about that. And niggas ain't wifing chicks up because of stuff like this. Paternity fraud. Go get Brave New World, y'all. Go get this book by Aldous Huxley called Brave New World, man. Go get that book and read it, man. Take notes, man. Do some active reading, man. Take notes, man. Write your commentary on the side when you get epiphanies or something makes sense to you. Well, circle words. Look them up. right? Yeah, man, go subscribe to my brother Kenny Kane TV, man. It's the homie right there, man. Fire music. Tell you, man, Nike Boy Zeke, Kenny Kane. I'm gonna make sure you two niggas collab, man. Y'all sound dope together on a track. I got this video, man, right? And for some reason, this computer that I'm using, it won't let me log into my Facebook for some reason. So I'm gonna just have to do this from my phone on the ghetto side, y'all. You dig? But it's all good because we real ones. We ain't worried about stuff like that. You hear me? I'm gonna leave that up there for y'all. All right? I'm gonna leave that up there for y'all. Go get this book, y'all, by Aldous Huxley, man. Tell you, it's gonna be a good read, man. You ain't gonna be upset. Hey, man, listen, man. Listen, man, ladies, man. And I'm not pushing this on nobody. I'm not telling you that you have to go along with this or you should. I'm just saying it's something that you might have to end up considering in the near future. Because it's going to be based on your very survival. They ain't showing y'all The Handmaid's Tale for no reason. Right? So y'all keep that in mind, man. You know what I'm talking about? Now listen to this, y'all.
Never seen her. Still to this day, don't know me. How do you just put my name down? How do you just put anybody's names down? I don't know her. Never seen her. Still to this day, haven't talked to her, and it just proves out that the baby has no ties to my name. Thankfully, the lady did bring the child in to get tested, and that's all I needed to happen.
Imagine you are actually married, or for those of you who are afraid of marriage, in a serious relationship. You're at the house one day and you get a knock on the door. You open the door and somebody hands you a letter. And it's a letter from the courts. The courts say, hey, listen, you are the father of some kid. Now, you open the letter with your wife. Just think of how that might be. Your entire wife. And your wife is looking at you in disgust because she feels like you have cheated on her. And you're telling your wife you don't know anything about this. And you don't, but your wife doesn't understand that. So then you find yourself having to fight this whole situation, guys, with this lady who put your name on a birth certificate that did not know you. You've never met her.
Shout out to O'Shea.
Could you believe this could ever happen?
Fair use.
Or would
Even
you
though I don't
believe
think the homie O'Shea got
something that's
a feel any type of way about me using.
Well, let's play this clip for Fox Detroit, and we'll kind of come back.
Kelly, thank you. One man's life going through some unnecessary legal drama. This after receiving a letter that he had fathered a child with a woman he had never even met. Now, vindication of sorts. It's a follow-up to a story I brought you earlier this year on his legal fight and what comes next.
She don't know me. How do you just put my name down? How do you just put anybody's names down? I don't know her. Never seen her. Still to this day, haven't talked to her. And it just proves out that the baby has no ties to my name. Thankfully, the lady did bring the child in to get tested. And that's all I needed to happen.
This letter from friend of the court reads in part, Dear Mr. Smith, enclosed is a copy of the genetic test results, excluding you as the father.
Let's just set the record. I trust my husband because I know his character. Man of integrity.
I would like to say relief, but it's kind of like confirmation, really, because I already knew that I had no ties and no links to this child or this woman, and to have that letter come to my house, it was a little unnerving, but not from the standpoint of being caught up in something. It was a little unnerving that a letter like this could come to my house having no legitimacy to it.
We first brought you the story of D'Angelo Smith in late January when he presented some wild allegations against friend of the court in Berrien County. The initial letter sent to his home stated, a woman who we are not naming, alleging him to be the father of her daughter, a child between the age of 1 and 2 years old.
She's a stripper from Detroit. We had a one-night stand at some hotel that we supposed to have been and went to, and this is a story that was told to me.
While playing the waiting game for the alleged mother to bring in the baby for a DNA sample, the school where D'Angelo Smith teaches received an inquiry for possible garnishment if things did not go in his favor.
Where it made it not something that was being alleged, now it's something that's being taken into action, and there's no paternity been established.
But clearly, these test results confirm that to no longer be the case. With that being said, strong marriage or not, clean past or not, that's a very tough letter for anyone to receive.
Absolutely.
Without any proof.
Absolutely, it is.
Fly Town, what it do, brother? 614 in the building. My man Jack Jermaine in here with that contribution, real one, always shooting through.
That's easy information for
Fly Town in the building, my brother BJ, what's good?
Any kind of social media.
Ain't it, Uncle Diggity? This is terrible.
Checker past, who have done things in the past, who have, stepped out and did things that was unbecoming of a real man, right? And so, but they changed and they cleaned up their act and they've gotten better, which all of us have the opportunity of doing or getting better. But a letter like this coming to that house, a man that has changed his ways, that has walked in a different direction, this letter could be absolutely devastating because of what you've done before.
We made several calls to lawmakers in Lansing who are familiar with this particular topic to get some answers.
It's very unfortunate, but paternity fraud is not a unique, unusual situation in Michigan.
Senator Jim Runstead tells me he's been pushing for new legislation on the matter during the past 8 years, saying right now there's no penalty for lying.
Crazy.
Senator, what was the opposition for not passing this?
It's a white boy too, y'all.
Well, maybe it would hinder mothers who don't want to name a particular guy or they made a mistake, but you had to knowingly name the wrong person. It becomes emotional stuff.
Respectfully, to mandate that DNA testing for the child is conducted first before a letter is sent to someone's home alleging they may be the father of a child regarding a woman whom they have never met, doesn't that seem like common sense type of legislation?
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, Joshua, the common sense goes out the window. I'd be more than happy to put that bill in. I'm telling you, it wouldn't even get a hearing in committee. I'll guarantee you, it wouldn't even get a hearing in committee. I ran across this before.
And the only reason I believe that this woman came in was because of Fox 2. Fox 2 provided a platform where the word got out and this word spread it like wildfire quickly.
DPB, what it do, bro?
The lady came in. Now I asked the courts about the friend of courts about bringing her in. They said, well, we just have to wait until she comes in. But I thank God that Fox 2 provided a platform where the lady was able to come in, but everybody does not have that opportunity for Fox 2 to show up at their doorstep to help them out.
You see, that's Mr. D'Angelo Smith, who's a teacher, married to his lovely wife, and this is a stripper who has never met him.
That's
saying
crazy,
that a one-night stand at some hotel.
That is crazy
So
that could even happen.
Is basically with his wife, Tahavia Smith, and she's just, hoping that this isn't true. And what did the senator say? That, look, if you do this, there's nothing that can punish the lady.
No remedy, no recourse.
All right? And this is what I want to play here, right? And this is something coming from Donovan Sharp and Just Brody Things. But they get it, like, right here. When they talk about the fact that women do this because they can never get caught. Let's play that clip.
That's demonic.
Comment.
What do we think? What's going on?
Like false accusation.
Because there's no
Fair use, fair use.
That's why. This is why women continue to make false accusations, because they're not being punished for making false accusations. Andrew Tate. I was on Fresh and Fit, and Myron found video of the girls who claimed that they were Andrew Tate after the time that they said that he was dancing and twerking.
Crazy.
What?
Yes, you gotta watch that. Like, dude, we dispelled all of that bit by bit by bit. It's all a hit job.
This is
Andrew
disgusting,
Tate,
man.
top G.
Right.
This guy doesn't have to buddy. He's got He's got girls lined up around the block trying to get into his mansion. There is no reason for him to forcibly have sex with another woman when women want to do it already. Anytime a woman accuses a rapper or an athlete or a public figure of it really, I'm not going to say that none of them are true, because there's the Darren Sharper situation. That was really bad. There was Kellen Winslow, et cetera, et cetera. But a lot of these, like a good amount of these, are false. So you mean to tell, and it's
majority
funny,
of them are,
say, well, why
or
did you go to the cops? Well,
a
because
little
I'm
less than, almost half.
Wait, so let me get this straight. You didn't want to go to the cops, but you're comfortable with sharing your harrowing story with your 27,000 Twitter followers?
No, come on, man.
I agree. That was the one thing that red pilled me doing the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I just generally thought when women like said things like that serious that it was true.
Yeah.
You hear what she just said? Minimum or maximum. Y'all hear what this chick, Pearly Things, just said? They genuinely, you already know, Deformed Pretty Boy. We're gonna talk about real shit over here, man. Listen, all that fuck shit is over with, man. You know, ain't nothing wrong with a little bit more entertainment, with a little entertainment every now and again. But majority of the time, especially here at Able Talk, when we do this content, we're gonna talk about real shit. You hear me? That shit's crazy, man. You hear me? And you see what she just said. They've been trained to automatically believe each other. Even though they know when they go out, if they themselves ain't did some horse shit, some of their friends have. And these chicks will just automatically believe each other. Like I just said, you know, if you said this guy's your baby father, I would just automatically assume that you're telling the truth. But the thing is, a lot of these chicks don't be telling the truth. A lot of these chicks get pregnant and don't be knowing who their baby dad is. How you This is why I say the overwhelmingly mass majority of women, females, no matter what their skin color is, are whores. Look at the abortion numbers. There's so much stuff in our society to prove that what some would call the horrification of American women is in full swing. Yeah, that weak ass girl code that's out here getting y'all fucked up, man. I'm telling y'all, they done sit up here and told y'all could be sexually liberated and sexually free and all this bullshit, right? And y'all, in doing so, y'all have become so irresponsible with y'all's freedom that y'all to sit up here and got pregnant by dudes who ain't even required to marry you first, right? Y'all getting pregnant by the worst type of guys, multiple guys, getting on welfare and government assistance and all that stuff. Don't you know this is becoming a tax burden to the American government? Don't you know it will be just more? Don't you know it doesn't hit the bottom line? Don't you know this doesn't suit what their bottom line is? Don't you understand it? They make money off of ensuring that you do not reproduce versus making money off of the more you produce. Y'all understand that? Do y'all get that? Y'all understand that the U.S. government makes money the more you do not procreate and the more you do not reproduce. Mr. O, my joker in Chicago, what happened, man? Yeah, I feel you on that, pretty boy. 15 minimum. 15 minimum. That's what it is. My man my nigga DPB just sat up there and said, nah, fuck that, man. If we get caught with some defraud in the U.S. government, we going down Schminoken. Leavenworth. Terre Haute. Y'all talk about Milan or some shit like that, man. You hear me? Allentown. You know what I mean? You know talking about Uncle Diggity, man? Straight federal status, man. You hear me? So, yeah, man. Y'all chicks on the state side, because this is a state case. This is a state offense. Y'all, states, 15 years. You said that 15 pack for lying on something like that? Yeah, 15 years. Go sit your ass down in that old who's gal. And don't worry about the kids. They probably will be better off with their father. And you just proving with your lying ass, with your irresponsible ass over your snatch, over your box, over your pussy. You don't deserve to be a mother anyway. Some of these girls running out here with 6, 7 kids by 3, 4 different niggas, man. How long y'all thought y'all was gonna be able to get away with that shit, man? It's called bait and switch. Classic, man. Classic stuff, man. Y'all fell for it too. Oh, we could just sit up here and have all these kids and get government assistance and get subsidized housing. We could go sit up here and put these niggas on child support. You got, man, I'm about to listen here, man. Listen here, man. Right? Listen here, man. I'm gonna see if I can find this because I'm pretty sure some of y'all done sat up here and seen this one too. But this is the nerve, man. Like, this is crazy. It's crazy that they was able to get away with this type of stuff too, man. No remedy, no recourse. Smash that like button, y'all. Click on the bell. Subscribe to the page. I mean, this is sickening for real, man. I mean, I know y'all done sat up here and seen this. Let me see if I can find this damn video where the girl was saying that dumbass shit. Uh-oh. Let me back it up real quick, man. I'm talking about goddamn, man. Oh my God, just y'all just showing more and more that most of y'all are not fit to be having children, man. And this is what they wanted. They knew when they gave y'all sexual liberation, they knew that y'all was gonna they knew that y'all was gonna sit up there and be irresponsible with y'all's box. You feel me? Oh my God, this is just atrocious, the stuff that I'm seeing, man. It's a certain video I was looking for, though, but we're gonna have to settle with this one right here. It's a plethora of them on here. Right? Oh my God, man. Man, I don't want to show this girl's name, man, because this is a certain person's content, man. But I'm gonna play it anyway because I'm a G. And I want y'all to hear this, man. Tap in, walk with us, man. You already know what it is, man. A Real Talk Podcast. You know what I'm talking about? Here live in effect, fully in the building. Yeah, it is, man, Blade Monger. It really is, man. And it should definitely be heavily penalized, man. Right? If I could go to jail for selling some dope, you definitely should be going to jail for lying about a person being responsible for a whole entire human being. That has to be highly illegal. You would think so anyway, though, right? You know what I'm talking about? That's what I keep trying to explain to y'all, man. Like, when they bring this legislation in, they're going to make sure that they fully profit from it and benefit from it, right? And I'm telling y'all, better start making y'all girls have license to have babies. This is why they're coming up with the hatcheries, man, because they're going to decide who can. When you be able to design your own child without having to go through natural childbirth, that is going to cost money. So not only are they going to make money from people when they decide to have children and create beyond unnatural by unnatural means, right? They also are going to have control over what type of baby you have, who has babies, who can even afford such of a process. Do y'all think that that's something that's cheap? You think it's a cheap process or to go through to have your sperm fertilize your wife's egg, right? And don't y'all understand, in this system, I'm pretty sure it's going to require you to be married. You can't just randomly have somebody to procreate with synthetically. It has to be approved first. Are y'all following me where I'm going with that right there? Right? It's crazy. I want y'all to be able to start connecting the dots on this stuff, man. See where this stuff is headed, man. Stuff is crazy, man. So any form of fraud is legal for men, but somehow the same laws don't apply to women. How's that justice? How's that equality? Exactly. It's not. That's because it's not. It is not justice at all. Ain't nothing just about it. It's demonic, man. You hear me? That's what it is. It's demonic. You feel me? I'm gonna do this like this because I gotta protect myself. Because you know, man, people be on that bullshit, man. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, no, I keep forgetting. I can't even do that. I gotta do it like this. Oh, that's why it won't even let me do it. It's crazy. All right, so I'm gonna just do this real quick, y'all. Right? Listen to this, y'all. You hear me?
Archaga, who you were in the car with, who is that?
A friend. He's a friend.
What does that mean? He's a friend. Is this a boyfriend?
No.
Were you intimate with him?
No.
So how did you come to be in the car with him?
Because he was taking me to go get some tea for the kids.
So you're riding around in a car with somebody with a crack pipe or a pipe used for meth to go get food for your children?
So we have a single mother of 4 here. She's now being sentenced because back in July of 2022, she was caught riding around with a guy. At that time, she was arrested and charged with possession of a control.
This is Old Girl Pink book lessons content. Shout out to baby girl, man. I done seen some of her stuff before. You know what I mean? I guess she do good, decent content. She got 268,000 subscribers. Shout out to baby girl, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm using this just because I've seen it. Not because it's you, but I want to use it, you know what I'm saying, in fair use, what I'm talking about. So if you happen to hear this, don't hit me with no police, rap bastard ass flagging, girl. I ain't asking nobody for no cash up or nothing. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, though, man, I don't even think we need to even hear two more of that. Or hold on, but hold on, my man Uncle Diggity say, men are supposed to go crazy and harm women so they can throw us in prison for the shenanigans. Yeah. Corporate America pays for these laws that involve real paper. That's how hoes get certain rights. More people in the workforce, more productivity. Yeah. Women are easier to control than free-thinking, masculine, straightforward, critical thinking men. Because we ain't going. We gonna strike. Who y'all think started up the goddamn Teamsters unions and all the unions? Well, ain't no women start that shit. Men started all those unions. So to make sure these companies and these corporations treat us right when we working for them in these dangerous ass environments and stuff that some of us do when we do the jobs we do. Right? Tap in with us, man.
Substance. She was released on a $3,000 bond, and then a couple of months later, in November of 2022, that bond was forfeited, and the judge issued a warrant for her arrest. So now here she is in court, finally about to be sentenced for those charges. Take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell for all updates. Won't waste any time. Let's go ahead and jump into it.
All right. After reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
I would like to, yes.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Says that she followed the plea bargain. My client really didn't have a record, and I think she was the good candidate for our probation.
All right. Do you have any children?
Yes.
How many?
4.
What are their ages?
6, 8, 11, and 15.
How old are you?
35.
Where are your children?
My mom.
Child Protective Services involved?
Sheesh.
Right.
Girl, I'm telling y'all, I don't know how, man.
Were your rights terminated?
Hold on. We're going to get back to that. Shout out to Pink Book Lessons, man. How long y'all think the government was going to allow this stuff to continue, man? Like, seriously, how long did y'all think this was going to last, man? Sad, man, for real, man.
So what ended up happening?
Before I came in here, I don't know. She told me before I talked to her this past week, and she said the case was closed. But I'm afraid I didn't even ask her.
So you didn't think to ask her about your rights to your children?
The phone cut off. So we were talking about the kids and everything.
All right, how often are you using that? How often are you using that?
So you hoes out here smoking meth and shit?
She didn't hear the judge. You heard.
You hoes out here smoking meth and shit, man? What the fuck wrong with y'all, man? Huh? This chick represent an overwhelmingly mass majority of y'all, man. This is not a minor situation. This ain't a minor. This is a lot of chicks, man. All right, and just before we even go any further, let's just be clear. This is not a bashing women thing, man. I love women. I'm doing this is awareness. This is shining light on a issue. This is a problem. Specifically, especially among us so-called black people. This is a problem, y'all. Don't y'all know they got depopulation agenda set in place just for this shit? It's the reason why they let y'all be sexually liberated. Because they knew y'all were going to be irresponsible with your box. You got all this money. You got all this freedom. You don't need no man. You sexually liberated. Feminism, rah, rah, rah. I'm woman, hear me roar. I could give me a penthouse downtown making 120, 30, 40,000 K a year at my so-called job working in upper middle management or on some chair board or some company that I'm just there for affirmative action purposes. Oh, nah. She just this is the video I'm showing an old girl. She just was living off of child support. You know what I'm talking about? So we about to. You can say it's paternity fraud or it's fraud it's not paternity fraud, but it's fraud in the sense that you using all this money from child support to support your drug habit versus taking care of these children. You got 4 baby dads or multiple baby dads, right? So tap in, let's finish listening. Shout out to Pink Book Lessons.
Judge, lady, how long have you been a baser, a tweaker? Because you've been doing something. How often are you taking those substances?
I was there daily.
I'm sorry, what?
Well, I was there daily.
I don't understand what she's saying.
She high right now. Getting high while she in jail.
How do you use meth daily? Do you use it every other day? Do you use it weekly? How often are you using drugs?
I use it daily.
Huh?
Do you have employment? Did you have employment while you were in the free world?
No.
When's the last time you had employment?
A couple of years.
So how are you supporting your children?
Well, for my kids, I get the child support for them. And if I did work, it was temp services.
So you were using your children's child support to support you and your children.
When you ask how I supporting my kids, that's
kids or baby goats.
I would do. Then I had a boyfriend to play the recording.
And this boyfriend you had, is he the father of these children?
The last one, yes.
I'm not surprised that she didn't have a job. Her plan was to have all these kids and live off the government and child support. That's why she's got 4 kids and all these baby daddies.
And who is Orlin Archaga, who you were in the car with? Who is that?
My friend. He's a friend.
What does that mean, he's a friend? Is a boyfriend?
No.
Were you intimate with him?
No.
So how did you come to be in the car with him?
Because he's just take me to go get something to eat for the kids.
So you're riding around in a car with somebody with a crack pipe or a pipe used for meth.
I make it make sense, man.
Children.
Well, he was in my right to go.
Over here, zooted in the courtroom. You hear me?
Does your mother not have a vehicle?
Scummy.
Mom is far. I mean, where I live at, she is far.
So where were your children when you went to go on this ride to get something for them?
At our apartment.
By themselves?
No.
Well, who was with them?
My dad.
All right, half of this story that she's telling me, I find it all suspect. I can smell it. I can smell it. Anybody coming here having used crack, I can smell it. I smell a little crack in you. But this is what we're going to do. I'm going to send it to you because I'm sure CPS is, I don't know if CPS is doing their job or not, so I'm going to have to do it. What is your mother's name?
Gloria Guyana.
Gloria Guyana?
She fried.
All right, the court is going to sentence you to 3 years deferred adjudication. There's going to be a TAP evaluation while in custody. And if the TAP recommends inpatient treatment, she's going to inpatient.
Yeah, it is, Uncle Diggity.
So it's following all recommendations of TAP.
It is, ain't it, K Blackman? And that's my whole, let me just say something, y'all. That's enough of that, right? Shout out to Pink Book Lessons, man. Shout out to Baby Girl, man. And that's the thing, K Blackman. I'm more or less concerned for these children, man. These chicks are presiding over children, specifically male children, man. And you wonder why we got so many emotional ass murderers out here, man. Drug dealers and gangbangers and drug users, dope fiends. I be going to the store and I be seeing these little niggas outside with dirty ass clothes on, Crocs on, pants with no belt hanging below their ass, their whole ass hanging out, hair looking all crazy. It's just sad, man. These being y'all, like, where do y'all think this stuff is going? Seriously though, like, well, y'all gotta understand where this is being led to, man. Right? Listen to this.
30% of the males who get DNA tested annually, according to the American Association of Blood Banks, which is the accrediting body for the DNA labs. This is over 44 DNA labs throughout the United States. They are testing close to 500,000 men per year, and over 30% of them have been confirmed that he didn't do it. 0.0% paternity. But sadly, because this primarily affects men and boys, there's been attempts to try to discredit me. Problem is not the men who got tested. The problem is laws that subscribe to the Me Too movement. They say, believe all women. Cornell Smith says, believe all evidence.
That's what my man OG put in the chat earlier. My man LA, my man Uncle Diggity said, LA got a whole generation of young chicks on the blade already, but it's going to get, yes, here, y'all. And this is why I tell y'all, listen, man. Listen, man, I'm going to tell y'all something. Tap in and walk with y'all God. Stacks with the facts, man. Not a lot of people not a lot of us are talking about this heavy like this and be able to connect the dots on this stuff. Pay attention to what my brother Uncle Diggity and my homeboy Deformed Pretty Boy is saying. They off to Cali. We got my man Uncle Diggity in LA. We got my man Deformed Pretty Boy in the Bay. Right? Northern and Southern. Saying the exact same thing. I keep telling y'all the smart grid is here. The unintelligent artificial intelligence is coming for you, bro. They're coming for all of us, but specifically y'all chicks. Y'all outnumber us exponentially, globally, especially. They're going to use y'all as a working horse slave class, right? That's why they're feminizing us men as much as possible, because they know when you are consumed with the energy of feminism, you can be controlled. Masculinity can't be controlled. It can't be curtailed. It can't be domesticated, right? It's not docile. Masculine, manly men are not going to sit by while other punk ass men who hide in the shadows try to pursue or try to perpetuate control over every aspect of their life, especially when us real men know y'all punk motherfuckers exist. And we know it's only 90 million in all, and it's 8+ billion of us. It's 8+ billion of us, other humans on this planet. And only out of all of these, out of 9 billion people on this planet, roughly 90 million men run it. I'm going to say it's way less than that. I'm going to say it's less than 1%. Right? And they done use y'all chicks as shock troops to meet out their sick agendas. And it's working fine, according to plan. Yeah, they believe women more than evidence, and that's sad. Listen, the scriptures even say it's going to be 7 women that want every man. They're going to be selling pussy and being nurses, working in kitchens pretty soon. Bro, even Uber just laid off hella people. These automatic driving cars in the street more and more. You hear me? They out here in Columbus too. You go on Ohio State campus, you got the little robots driving around delivering food. Remember when I told y'all about this movie right here, y'all? Y'all need to go watch this movie if y'all ain't seen it, right? I keep telling y'all about this movie, man. Right? If I know a lot of y'all seen it, but if y'all haven't, y'all need to go see it. Y'all need to go see this movie right here with my man Jude Law in it, man. Yep, that is, man. I hope nobody's getting offended by what my brother, the former pretty boy, is saying, because it's true. You see how they are horrifying y'all, right? They tricking y'all into being whores. They are psychologically, preemptively, predictively programming y'all to be whores. If a nigga ain't do this, I can't do this. What if it comes down to your very survival? See, this is being ingrained and imposed upon y'all psyche. So when it comes to how you going to eat, 7 women to 1 man, says the scriptures. Right? My man Blackmarker say less money for the 1% if the population is below 500 million. Yes. The 1% never thought about that, though. Exactly. Well, I mean, that's they did. They've thought about it, Blackmarker. They got this down to a T. That's why I think this has something to do with them Jordan Godstones getting blown up. Well, that's a good question, Blackmarker. See, robots, when they reproduce, they're not going to reproduce in the way we do unless they have artificial wombs. Right? My man, the former pretty boy, say even Amazon just put in effect automatic driving cars to pick up their employees. Driving gig economy going to be that ride share shit. That shit about to be over with. I'm telling y'all. I keep telling y'all to look at UN Agenda 2030. Just think about whenever you look at any of these TED Talks, the goal year, the set year is 2030. Why? Because this is when the projected time of when the singularity is going to happen. The singularity is said to be when AI becomes self-aware, fully self-aware, meaning it's able to self-replicate. It is a sentient being, meaning it is aware of its existence and its surroundings and its place and part in it. Mind y'all, artificial intelligence isn't real intelligence. And my man Jude Law played a sex bot in the movie Artificial Intelligence, right? This is why we're being so overly sexualized, y'all. Even the children. I want y'all to be able to understand and correlate and connect how over-sexualizing the current population is going to lead to depopulation. I want y'all to be able to connect the dots on that stuff, man, and see how it fit together. Well, my man, Deformed People said, did you hear about what the Fed about to do in regards to the debt and they're creating that new bank? Yeah, man. Yeah, they already did it during the pandemic when they created digital wallets for all of us. That was the precursor. Y'all remember that? We was just all getting that money in our account, child tax credit and all that stuff. They set the system up during the pandemic. This is why they're talking about tracking and tracing. And all of this falls under that. So I'm telling y'all, ladies, they put y'all in the trick bag. They let y'all think that y'all just was going to get away forever, just having random sex with random men who you didn't require to marry you, having all these children out of wedlock. The government can't afford to have all y'all bitches on welfare. Don't you know that costs money to be able to provide free or subsidized housing for all y'all having random babies by random men? Don't you understand the tax load that that's putting on the court system? They're making a lot of money from the child support system, but at the same time, the amount of children being born, and mind y'all, the birth rate is increasing, especially amongst Black people. Oh, they don't tell us that, but it is. This is why they're now talking about this legislation. Yeah, and that's what they got. And they done sit up here and let y'all think y'all can have these little groups, single moms by choice. Like that shit is some cool shit. That shit is a fucking tax burden for these people. It don't fit their bottom line. They're not profiting from this. The only reason they even still got the child support system in place is because it is crushing masculinity. It's $52 billion a year off of child support, but look at the expenses, administrative fees. It's affecting the GDP. They got to keep, and this is the trick back too. See, they want to keep building this subsidized housing. This is an excuse to keep building subsidized smart housing, all electric, so they can monitor you and surveil you and watch you with your 5 kids. And then this is going to lead to assigned housing. Y'all gotta be able to see how all this shit fit together, man. Yeah, Mr. O, I'm about to drop the link here, man. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and drop the link right now, man. All right. I'm about to play another video too, man. I want y'all to hear this, man. All right. I'm talking about chicks just sitting up here just getting pregnant by dudes, man. Random dudes. Stuff is terrible, man. I mean, this is just like a recurring thing. Hold on real quick, Mr. I'm gonna bring you up here in a second. All right. Chicks just sitting up here lying. Right. And see, that's the thing though, because they don't care about profits, man. They make the money, y'all. Money is, listen here, yo. If they take the money, this is why they talking about getting rid of paper money. They don't need it. They don't need to use paper currency as a form of control anymore. Everything's digital now. They don't need to. The quickest way to get rid of a fucking burden is to get rid of it, right? So when you having all these chicks having all these babies, causing you to have to build all this infrastructure to house them, it's working in a double in a double tandem. On the one hand, you know what I'm saying, it's overburdening certain systems, but at the same hand, it's creating an environment to where they can bring in their stack 'em, pack 'em housing, smart housing, assigned housing. I keep telling y'all to read and study UN Agenda 2030 for global sustainability. All of this stuff plays into that. Yeah, that's what I was looking for, man. Hey, one of y'all try to find that and put the link in the chat, man.
What's up is why you've been lying to me for 11 years, telling me that DJ is my real son. Why you been lying to me?
What have they learned about?
I got a DNA test done.
A DNA sample.
Saying that he's not my son.
Let me see this DNA test.
You don't need to see it. I saw it.
How DNA test gonna say?
How you gonna be lying to me for 11 years? Why would you do that to me?
Well, where's the lie?
The lie is you. You are the lie. You have been lying to me for 11 years, having me believe that my son that I've been raising for 11 years is not really my son. Like, how could you do that to me? Like, what can you say for yourself right now?
What made you get a DNA test?
Because I went through your phone.
And why?
Talking about me, laughing and bragging, telling your friends that I have no idea that he's really not my son. So I went and got a DNA test done. Like, you think I'm stupid or something?
Crazy, man.
Like, how could you do this to me?
You know what?
What? You care more about me going through your phone than you lying to me about my son not being mine? Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? You care more about being humiliated and me finding out that our son is not really my son and that he has a different father. I sure have, because I thought he was my son. Because you've been lying to me this whole time.
What are you talking about? Does it matter?
It does matter. Are you crazy? What do you mean? That absolutely matters. Like, you don't see anything wrong with what you did? You don't see anything wrong with what you did? You've been lying to me? You've been sitting here lying to me for 11? Of course I love him, but you guys can't stay. You can't stay here anymore.
Where we gonna go?
I don't know. It's not my problem. 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 You can't stay here. You can't stay here. You can't stay here. I don't know. It's not my problem. I did my job. I did my job. I did my job as a dad. I did my job as a dad. You can't stay here anymore. Y'all gotta go. Y'all can't stay anymore. No, I'm hurt. I'm hurt. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. Y'all can't stay here anymore. Y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta get y'all home. Y'all gotta go. I can't deal with it.
Flat out.
Put y'all out. Yes. I'm gonna put you out. I'm gonna put you out. I will pack your bags myself and put you out of here. I will pack your.
And then listen to the arrogance of this broad. You've been lying to this man about saying that these kids is his and they ain't, and you got the nerve to tell him that you're not going to get out of his house. Like, what the fuck? The nerve of this broad, man. The nerve of you broads, man.
Yo. What up, Virg? Yo, what?
Man, we got my Joe from Chicago, Mr. O, the building. What's good, man?
Man, what's happening, Charlie? Man, what's happening, chat? Man, what the hell did I just got through hearing, bro? I think I've seen this video before.
Yeah, y'all seen this video before, man. But it's just something to show y'all, to bring confirmation to the information that we conveying tonight. Rest of to my nigga Simple out of that Chi-Town, just like my brother, Mr. O, man. You know what I'm talking about? Go ahead and Mr. O, if you could. I just want to say something that's funny, man. That's why my man Blade Walker said, that's why I don't come up. So a bitch can't see it, man. Listen here. Y'all try to put a baby on me out the blue, you're going to be pissed. You hear me? I'm broker than a motherfucker. Y'all gonna be
Same
pissed.
here. Same here. That's why,
I'm going to be pissed if y'all do that shit, man.
And, it's kind of sad that I am 36 with no kids, but at the same time, I am free. I am blessed.
Ain't sad, bro. Ain't nothing sad about it at all, brother.
Yeah. So I just got through hearing just that video alone, and that's what we really have to deal with in the so-called America, but especially in the community.
Right.
And yeah, that's the reason why I call BS when it comes down to these relationship dynamics that's going on. Particularly the children are being the the children are being effed up by these decisions by these so-called adults.
Right.
Now I'm getting mad that again, I do not disdain women. I don't hate women. But the
Right.
thing is
None
though,
of us do.
we are actually dealing with like we can't tell them what to do. We can't even show them the error of their ways. And that's bad because
Yeah.
that shows that not only traditional corporal punishment is not working, but the so-called judicial system is not working because one actually transports to the other. So you mean tell me that these women can commit crimes in the society, the same ones that a man can commit, he's getting persecuted to the fullest extent of the law. But if a woman do the same exact crime, she only gets a slap on the wrist. This has transplanted in all forms of society, and we have to deal with the ramifications of such. Now, you just heard this woman basically trying to bitch explain, like, how dare you go get a paternity test on our kid? Like women actually believe they can't do no wrong, and that's scary. That's really scary.
It is. Very
And
scary.
yeah, bro, because they was never told no. They never been showed the errors of their way, so they never actually had to develop conflict resolution or even solutions to their own actions. So therefore, they are a child. A child that refuses to grow up can't grow up, and in some cases,
Won't grow up.
exactly, and that also has transported into the men. Now we having men using the same talking points as a woman to justify their own fucked up actions and the woman that they are messing with.
Crazy, man.
You know how many times I heard niggas actually use this term now, Virgil, like, oh, I was young and dumb. Bro.
Using female vernacular. Niggas talk about throwing shade and niggas talking, man, you niggas is crazy, man. Is that it right there, OG? That's it right there.
Are you talking about that one in Florida where all them damn kids talking about someone got to pay for them?
Yeah, like, man, what? And she like literally broke down, so she ain't no dumb bitch as far as like intelligence. She broke the math down. That's what I'm saying, man. They didn't and listen to this, chicks.
Nah, bro, I'll disagree because remember there was a woman, not a woman, that was a teacher who had a class, and they asked what the children wanted to do or be when they grew up, and one of them said they want to be a single mom, and she said like, don't you want to get married and stuff like that? The child told her, if I get married, I won't be able to get child support, and that was a 14-year-old, bro.
Yes. That's terrible, man. That is absolutely horrible, man. Hold on, I'm about to see something real quick, y'all. Can y'all hear this? Can y'all hear that?
No, we can't. I can't hear you.
Did y'all hear any? Did y'all hear anything that the girl talking? He said, you need to take care of your kids, nigga. You full of shit. When kids end up in elementary school and on, they ain't in the home 8 hours of the day, 5 days. They sleep for 8 hours. Right. You feel me? Okay, so all right, hold on, y'all. Now I gotta do this. I gotta do this. Let me go to this. All right. Kev on stage, man. I'm about to use your content, bro. You feel me? Don't be on no hoe ass shit, bro. You know what I mean? Fair use, man. Matter of fact, I ain't even gonna do that, man. Hold on real quick, y'all. I ain't gonna do that. I'm still telling you I'm using your shit, but I ain't about to use the video. Why you should have 6 kids? Like, really? Oh my God, man. Y'all become whores, man. Not have 6 kids by 6 different men.
Bro, it's hereditary at this point. I ain't trying to hear
really? Like, really? Man, listen to this fuckery, man.
This lady's gonna tell you exactly why you need to have 6 baby daddies.
A lot of people got something to say about the fact that I got 6 kids with 6 different men. So I'm just gonna tell y'all why it is better to do it this way. If I had 6 kids with all the same dude, I get 34% of his income, which is only $680 a month. If I got 6 kids with 6 different dudes, I get 17% from each one of them, which is $340 a month from each one. $340 a month times 6 baby daddies is $2,040. So why don't you have 6 baby daddies?
So first things first, let me tell you what. You think
Bro, this is bad,
Hey,
bro.
what's
This
good with you, baby? I see you finally just showed up, man, in a little bit or whatever, man. My baby T in the building. All right. Go ahead, Mr. Oh, my fault, bro. You hear me, man? It's stupid ass hustling, but I mean, look at what expense though. Like, you gonna go that far to share your box with 6 different niggas? You gonna share your box with 6 different niggas and produce kids with 6 different niggas just to make a little over 2 bands a month? It's terrible, man. That's straight whore logic.
because they are whores, Verge. They are.
So I'm just gonna tell y'all why it is better to do it this way. If I had 6 kids with all the same dude, I get 34% of his income, which is only $680 a month. If I got 6 kids with 6 different dudes, I get 17% from each one of them, which is $340 a month from each one. $340 a month times 6 baby daddies is $2,040. So why don't you have 6 baby daddies? A lot of people got.
Like, that's your logic, man?
Did she put an account for, like, I hope they all not next each other in age, you know what I'm saying? Like, she had one after the other one after another one, because that'd be each one of the years that she gonna be saying goodbye to that money, you know what I'm saying, in sequence. You know what? She probably one of these strags that probably had her kids, you know what I'm saying, 3 to 4 years apart. So, you know, she got like probably an 11-year-old, a 7-year-old, you know what I'm saying, a 3-year-old and a 6-month-old and some other bullshit. That's how they be trying to pull it.
It's just ridiculous, the amount of this that's on YouTube. Like, it's lots of chicks that's on here just openly just disgusting. Like, this, like, they got multiple children by multiple men. Like, what's wrong with y'all, man? Like, for real, what's wrong with y'all?
Because Virgil, hold on one sec.
I'm about to play with my man XL Pro. Just play, hey, man.
You know, David Banner said that he spoke on the Brock Newman show a few weeks ago, my brother, man. That brother said you got 2 choices. You can attack them through violence, and you can attack them through money. Now, everybody's not afraid to kill each other, but we seem to be afraid to kill a clear and open enemy. So if you ain't gonna take them M16, them Kalishnikovs, and all this other stuff that you rap about, killing each other with it, if you're not gonna take them to the streets, then at least to my rappers and my entertainers, help these people direct their money in a way. If you're gonna buy a Wingstop, ask Rick Ross on it first. If you're gonna go to Chick-fil-A, just go to the one in Greenbrier on Cap Creek. But don't allow $1 of your money to leave your community again, and to these dogs that ask for your vote, to these dogs that ask for your money.
That's enough. I think Killer Mike is controlled opposition, personally. You know, but that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? You ask me, he controlled opposition. He's an agent provocateur. It's written all over his face. He don't have to say a word. See what he got with the Jewish boy, right? Run the Jews. Jewish boy. You know who
Yeah, Run the Jews.
You know who the Jewish boy people is?
Now, who else?
Yeah, it's another topic for another day, man. Right? But this is an epidemic becoming, y'all. You hear me? And they are actively coming up with legislation, man. You hear me, y'all? Y'all chicks need to start looking into this, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, see, I know that you and Red and everybody still. I mean, I can't even say I'm on the fence about this whole bring the community all together and everything. Because in good faith, in hindsight, it looked good. You know, us in symbolic holding hands, getting our shit together. Niggas getting their tattoos removed, start getting dreadlocks and all that. Well, you know what? I don't talk bad about dreadlocks, but it did leave a negative stigma in my city with niggas with dreadlocks. But niggas straighten themselves up, actually either going to work or creating businesses. Women stop being single mothers, stop being fat asses, and just all type of drugs to society. It look good, it sound good, but
Right.
is it going to actually be in practice? And how long before it become an actual thing and not just a fad? You know, like that soft girl era bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying though, Verge.
Man. I know what you saying. Go ahead, bro.
And I'm really just got pushed back because all right, that's a particular content creator I ain't gonna speak of, but he had literally just dropped the thing about these damn baby boomers earlier. And literally I'm seeing in real time with Steve Harvey and all these other old niggas talking about what men need to do, what women don't need to do because of the so-called table, all old traditional bullshit roles that don't even benefit. You know what? It's so crazy that even if you try to become a traditional man or even want to uphold traditional values, you cannot because the law's not in your favor. And unfortunately, who you gonna practice it with? I'll wait.
Yeah, we waiting for a long time too, brother. And it's sad because I want y'all to know that. And let me remind y'all too. So I'm about to come up too, because I know a lot of you fuck niggas be getting this shit fucked up, man. And I really don't care, to be honest with you, what you niggas think. But you know, being real one, we gotta set the record straight every now and again, just in case you niggas don't know or forgot or some bullshit like that, right? You hear me? Hold on, let me do this real quick. My phone, I didn't click that button. I don't give a damn what these bras do, man. You hear me? They could all go to the burning pits of hell if that's where they want to go, if you ask me.
Actually, I kind of concur with you, Verge, but at the same time, I'm not worried about them. I'm
Yeah,
worried about that hell spawns that's literally walking around
yeah.
amongst the people.
And that's the focus right there too. And that's why I say it's our duty as being the men, man, being real ones, man. It's our duty to link up with each other and create an environment like we were talking about earlier on Red Story, man. And so if we can show these young boys something different, come a point where we have to take responsibility for that shit versus just saying, oh, I ain't fucking with them young niggas, them niggas wild. Nah, it comes to a point where, you know, so y'all be like, man, fuck all that, man. You know what I mean? Because this shit is you know what I'm saying, like I say, being done intentionally. You feel me? And when it comes over, like we ain't like I said, we're not trying to change. No, we're merely shining light and bringing awareness to. That's it, right? And this is part of the programming too for y'all to get emotionally invested to the point to where it becomes a personal attack. And the only way you know to lash out is how you've been programmed to lash out, which is physical. Except it's not physical anymore because we online, right? Like Mike Tyson say, you niggas get comfortable with talking shit to people who would normally punch you in the fucking face if you said that shit to them if you were standing next to them. All right? A lot of y'all don't know nothing about that. You hear me? A lot of y'all coming up in this new era where y'all just know this. Right? So y'all think it's cool to sit here and just spew the stuff you spew out your mouth like somebody can't track your IP address. Right? Like, and I'm not an advocate of violence. I'm just letting you know how real shit can get. Right? And that's been something that's been taken away. So, as in relation to what we're talking about, though, now, like I said, through this same damn tool, the same situation, these chicks have been programmed with this ideology. And I'm not saying men haven't been programmed because they have been in their respective way, but this is a specific problem for men being wittingly, intentionally done, which is criminal, satanic, and demonic in its nature. Just think what it takes to be a chick who is so irresponsible with your pussy that you fuck hella niggas. We know chicks like this, multiple, all of us, every city, no matter where you from. We know chicks sit up here and they'll sit up here fuck 3 to 5 niggas in the same week raw.
Same week, man, nigga. I got a next door neighbor.
I'm being nice.
Okay.
I'm being nice. I'm trying to be PG 17, if you want to call it that.
Right? NC 17, but I did what you're saying.
Yeah, we know chicks that go hard. You feel me? In our city, we know trainers and all that stuff. Man, come on, stop playing, man. Stop playing. So with that being said, they have allowed this illusion of sexual liberation. As if sex sets you free.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Virgil, you know who else thought this bright idea of being sexually liberated, fluid, and just want to go ahead and explore the inhibitions? This particular civilization called Rome. You ever heard of this civilization before, Virgil?
Hold on, say what now?
You ever heard of this civilization called Rome? I mean, they was sexually fluid, open, liberated, and they was basically living in all type of decadence and hedonism. Whatever happened to that civilization?
You said wrong?
Yeah, Rome. R-O-M-E. Rome. The Roman.
Oh, you said
Empire.
wrong. I'm thinking you saying wrong, Chicago ass. I thought you said wrong.
Oh, no. Rome.
Oh, yeah, man. Listen, no structure. Listen here, man. I got to always take it here, man. I have to. Right? No structure, even in this reality based on demon time, is going to last, man. Eventually, it's going to crumble. Even in this reality, it's going to crumble, man. It's not meant to last because it can't. Even by its very nature, it can't. Because it wants to constantly consume. And you can't have an everlasting or even a long-lasting existence constantly consuming. Do you understand that? Take this big head ass bitch off the screen, man. Talking about some I'm talking about just in a whorish manner breaking down that dumbass math, man.
And that's Becky.
It made sense.
And that was a Becky, right? See, it's so bad that this behavior and this ideology, this what the women in the community was known for, the welfare queen, ghetto princess, and all that other shit. Now, other races in society are experiencing this thing. Now it's an issue. Now it's a problem. Right. Just like when crack was not a big old issue in the 80s and 90s. The crime bill kept them bad drug dealers off the streets. Some very, very bad drug dealers off the streets. Fast forward 2020, we got an opioid crisis, though, right?
Crazy.
But go ahead, continue, Bird.
No, I'm just saying, man, I just want y'all to be able to put this stuff together, man. You hear me? And connect the dots on all of this stuff, man. So we can, make it make sense to us, man, because they trying to trick us. They done already threw most of us in the trick bag, man, especially most of y'all chicks, man, especially y'all college indoctrinated / educated chicks. They done did a number on y'all. I just was having this conversation with my brother earlier before I came over here to start the show. They did a number on us specifically. Not just, they did a number on everybody. Please believe it. But the number they pulled on us specifically is diabolical in a specific way. Right? And I want y'all to know that this process has been made holographic, digitized, electrified. You understand what I mean when I say that? This is why we be introduced to the metaverse and the smart grid. I keep telling y'all that all this stuff is connected. UN Agenda 2030. Look, man, all these plans they have, their goal set year is 2030. Why? They want to get the population to a certain number by 2030. Why? You hear me? They want to have universal income set in by 2030. Why? Why are robots being introduced into all our logistic and warehousing and manufacturing industry jobs? Y'all seen them at the places where y'all work at. Y'all work at a car parts place, or y'all work at a mass food production place, or y'all work at an aircraft carrier place or something like that. Y'all seeing the changes in y'all jobs, how they're electrifying and robotizing everything. You know, see, even the metrics when you clock in at work, it went from card punching to swiping a card to punching in a code. Now you're getting retinal scans, facial scans, fingerprint scans. They switching to all them digital clock in systems. Huh? You got to pay attention, y'all, man. And this situation right here is playing into it too. I'm telling y'all, with the results of this, allowing this stuff to get to where it's at, I'm telling you, they got the solution set up, man. I did the show on it not too long ago. You remember, Mr. O, when I was telling y'all about the hatcheries?
Yes, sir. I remember them hatcheries.
They're already in set right now. By the end of next year, they plan on putting them in full swing. These places, I can't remember the name of the company. Y'all can go watch my video and see it, though, the playback on that stream. Right? It's called The Hatcheries Are Here. Right? It was about a month ago. You hear me? And, the company ran by the Indian guy. He done figure out how to genetically grow kids in artificial wombs, mass production, like how they make cars or how they make food, mass produced food. What y'all think is going to be the results of mass produced
Designer babies and shit like that. Yeah, I remember that stream. Yep.
You hear me? Designer baby. Remember that company ran by the Indian dude? I can't think of his name right now. You know, these they said they can make 30,000 humans per year. In one facility, though, one facility. Just imagine if there's facilities all over the world. That's just one facility.
How do we know they ain't been doing it?
Exactly.
That's the question.
That's my whole point of saying that right there. So when we talk about this paternity law, it's being perpetuated intentionally so they can bring in who can have children. Since, like I say, since y'all bras want to be irresponsible with y'all's box, okay, you got to meet a certain tax bracket to even have a child. And if you're going to have a child, it has to be a synthetically grown child outside of natural human means, because it has become unsustainable to have children by natural birth.
Hey, Virg. Hey, Virg. Don't some companies actually assist women with the in vitro thing now? It's like literally part of their health plan or something like that.
You
can't make this shit up.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's what they're doing over there at Planned Parenthood, man. You hear me? And I want y'all to understand, y'all, that y'all been tricked, ladies, man. I want y'all to realize that, man. Y'all been fooled. You hear me? This is all part of the depopulation agendas according to UN Agenda 2030. Look at them. Right?
It's all part of the plan.
It's all part. I know it sounds cliche and you done heard it, but I mean, that's the actual facts, though. You can slide a 30,000. You can slide a 30,000 in a knot. You feel me? Real easy. Like, just imagine if you had multiple facilities all over the world. Now, mind y'all, think about this when I showed y'all that map of the Wildlands Project where they only want to have humans in certain areas. Now, think about that. Think about in the areas that is totally restricted to humans. We can't access these areas on that map, right? Think about what's really going to be in those areas. Think about the movie Revenge of or Attack of the Clones. The Star Wars episode movie, the new one, I think it was episode 7, right? Or episode 2, my fault, episode 2. Attack of the Clones, the Star Wars movie that came out back in the day.
Yep, I remember that movie. That's one of my favorite movies right there.
Right. You hear me? Attack of the Clones, man. You feel me? And y'all know, man, shout out to my girl Mina, shout out to my nigga M Rec, man. You know, she was talking about that the other day on my man M Rec show, talking about them, you know, people that got clones running around here we think is real people and they not. My nigga Mr. O keep dropping up. He must got a horrible signal where he at, man. What's going on in that Chi-Town, man? You know, talking about the connection be kind of crazy out there, man. Smash that like button, y'all. Click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. We going in. You know what I'm talking about, man? We talking about this damn thing right here, man. Listen. Shit's crazy, man. Y'all girls is terrible out here, man. For real. Just having all these kids by all these different dudes, man. Lying, going to court, talking about some you got pregnant with this dude. You know damn well you don't even know this dude. What's wrong with y'all? That is demonic. That is satanic, man. That's wrong on so many levels, man. And the fact that there's no legislation set in place for paternity fraud or when chicks misuse and abuse child support, right? That's crazy. That's absolutely, that's insane. So you could, when y'all girls could just sit up here, randomly pick a guy. All right, no doubt, you good, Mr. Oh, you good. And just you can just randomly pick a guy and put his name on the birth certificate. He ain't gotta be in the room or nothing, man. You could just, you know what I'm talking about? Like, just look at, like, you know, you are not the father. Paternity court.
During your entire
It's a whole industry surrounded by this, man.
let him cut the cord on a baby. I know you know good and well that wasn't his child. You and your mom have demanded the defendant, Mr. Reed, appear in court today because you say he denies your 1-year-old daughter to Mari, only when you deny his desire to have a relationship with you. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Reed.
Those text messages are fake.
That was not fake.
That's not me.
It wasn't, Your Honor. How?
A man does the paternity of a 6-month-old child after his girlfriend confesses that he may not be the biological father.
Ms. Garrett, you admit you slept with another man at the time your son was conceived, but you say that was only after plaintiff's drink. You too are unsure about your son's paternity and are desperate for today's result.
Here's how we found out she cheated on him.
At the time, we were moving out of my investment apartment, and it was just about that I got the truck loaded up with everything. And I went upstairs.
Your story after story.
My best friend at the time pulled me aside and told me him and my brother both slept with me.
What?
Her excuse was that it was tit for tat.
Beginning of it was even before we were a month together.
Ms. Garrett, boy, before you get to what he did, I want to know, is it true?
Yes, it is true.
Oh.
I was very young at the time.
The judge asked how it happened.
So you did what?
Well, we were drinking, and he was showing interest in me, made me feel pretty, and was giving me everything.
And that one day at work, he gave you everything Mr. Daggs never gave you?
No, I did not say that.
Your Honor, I loved her.
If she regrets it, why did she sleep with another person after?
Ms. Garrett,
Yes.
please tell the court, how did you end up with his brother, too?
His brother, I was really young at the time, and
You keep talking about how young you were. If you were so young, you shouldn't have been sleeping with everybody.
After his brother and his best friend had sex with her, that should have been the end of the relationship, right?
Now, after you found out Ms. Garrett
Oh
slept
my
with your best
God,
friend and
man.
your
Come
brother,
on,
surely
y'all,
you
man. This
were
is
done
crazy.
with her.
No, Your Honor. I loved her that much that I wanted to work on it again.
From the gate.
No, because I loved
Yes.
you.
Okay.
When the child was born, he had no doubts in his mind that the child wasn't his. But the hurt from getting cheated on never went away.
Make the family that
No,
I
you
never
told me
had.
how much of a cheater I was, how bad I was, everything. You're just
Yeah, because I was still hurt.
okay.
But I was funny.
Okay.
The doubts will begin when they had an argument.
You told me after this long that I'm not the daddy or an argument.
You love your free time and all the women that you
No,
love
you
to
love
go
your
hang out
free
with
time
more
and hanging
than
out
your
with this
son.
dude here. Because
No.
you left Jason for 3 months
Why?
with your
Because
mom
he
and
can
me.
provide
But I can
better.
take care of him.
Let's get some order.
Why did she take him so long to tell him the baby
Wow.
might not be his?
Yes, I did have to tell him because I was struggling within myself of the truth.
It was so.
It was
You're
bothering
not
me a
just
lot.
that cold and callous. It was
Absolutely
not.
Mr. Dagus brought a
Wow.
witness to court.
The minute we started dating, all the problems came. Megan would blow up his phone. She texted him and was like, "You better keep your job, honey, because all I want is your money."
I never,
And she
ever,
was-
ever,
it was
ever
bad. And
said
she was
that.
like,
Definitely
"You're
said
here
that.
because you feel as if Jason, Mr. Diggs, is a better parent."
She brought her own witness, too. Her current boyfriend.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, in your statement to the court, you
Oh,
actually
this
said
nigga
that
look like a
you
cold
been
sucker,
the father
too.
to this child, even though there's no chance you're the biological father, but you're saying that you are the man that stepped up.
I do things that a father is supposed to do. I
Right.
never try and take the place.
It's time for the results.
Of Diggs versus Garrett. When it comes to baby Jason Day, Mr. Day, you are not the father.
Wow.
Miss Ellen is upset.
Wow.
The judge asks why.
today claiming the defendant, Mr. Levant, is denying your 6-month-old daughter, Layla, only because he's desperate to try to keep your affair with him a secret. You're here to expose that secret and prove paternity.
When asked if it was the girlfriend that's influencing him, he denied it. However, he has a lot at stake.
Why do you think he's denying the baby?
His girlfriend telling him lies.
The girlfriend tells him lies?
Yes, Your Honor.
Like what?
No, I don't.
Telling him that the baby don't look like him.
That baby too light.
My baby do not look like him. Just because I have to like dark.
How did he end up sleeping with Miss Allen?
You have a family together, you and your girlfriend?
Yes.
So there's a lot at stake here. You have children?
Yes, we do.
How many?
3.
You have 3 children.
Was she aware he had a girlfriend? She said no, but the girlfriend thinks otherwise.
And I need to know, did you know Mr. Levant had a girlfriend and 3 children when you were sleeping with him?
No.
Yes, you did.
Was it just a one-night stand?
No, it wasn't.
Mr. Levant claimed he never had a
Man,
relationship
these
with
chicks
her.
is crazy
It was a
out
one-night
here,
stand.
man.
And then you say that culminated into a one-night stand.
We was never in a relationship, though. We was talking as friends.
Yes,
Right, but at some point you had sex. How did you end up having sex?
He also disagrees with the conception date presented by Miss Allen. Here's his argument.
Not at all.
You don't believe that?
Not at all.
Why not?
The dates is wrong. You
Okay.
text me a doctor's letter saying that you was pregnant on the 6th.
Mr. Levant believes she was having sex with other men.
Are saying that Miss Allen was intimate
Man,
with
I better
another
pay attention to this,
somewhere
man.
during this timeline.
Yes.
Can you tell the court where?
In the park.
It was not at the park.
I mean,
Here is a reason for being so sure Mr. Levant is the father.
And I did not finish what we did. Me and Jerome and I finished the intercourse.
Although she can be seen defending her boyfriend, the judge asked if the relationship can withstand her finding out he's the biological father. Check out her response.
Miss Lanier,
Yes, Your Honor.
how did you find out your boyfriend may have gotten another woman pregnant?
He actually told me February 3rd
Yes,
when she was 3 months pregnant.
I was 2 months.
What did he
Finally
say?
admitted it to me after me and her had spoke over the phone. February 3rd.
Miss Allen revealed he admitted to being the child's father to her.
You know, I am this child's father. Did he admit it to you? He did.
The text message.
He calls you.
Yeah, and Jennifer.
That's a lie. That is a lie.
Mr. Levant, have you ever accepted that Layla is your child?
No.
You have never accepted she's your child.
Yes.
So
Miss Allen brought proof of that.
this is a series of
Nah, you ain't missed too
text
much.
messages between the two of you?
Yes.
Text messages?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, happy Valentine's Day, Lily. Lele. Daddy loves you. And I want my daughter.
Those text messages are fake.
That was not fake.
My nigga said that was fake.
He stuck to his guns. He believed she was sleeping around.
Looking the fact that you have reason to doubt. I mean, she's admitted that she slept with somebody else.
She been sleeping around with plenty other men
No, I didn't.
besides Mr. Mitchell.
No, I haven't. That's
She
lies.
even contacted me and told me that she was sleeping around
That's lies.
throughout her whole entire pregnancy.
Dang.
It's time to hear from the other
Hey,
potential
man.
father.
Hey, man, listen here, man. You niggas is nasty, man. All right? Out here fucking pregnant bras, man. That's terrible, man. You ought to be ashamed of yourself if you're doing that, man. Especially if she ain't your baby mama or wife or girl, whatever the situation y'all got going on. You niggas out here fucking other niggas. That's crazy, man. That's crazy, man.
Did she ever tell you that you could be Layla's father?
No, ma'am.
She didn't.
No, ma'am. It's time for the results.
When it comes to 6-month-old Layla Allen, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Levant, you are not the father.
Mr. Reed claims she is using the baby to trap.
Yeah, man. Rest in the essence to Jerry, right? Rest in the essence to Jerry, right? Maury, Jerry, Steve Wilkos, this lady right here, and all the other court shows and other various shows that do paternity tests. This is a problem, y'all, man. Like, how long y'all think this was going to be able to persist, man? Y'all just out here just being able to fuck who you want, whenever you want, raw. Getting pregnant by random dudes you meet at random places. You know, you get done with this one and go on to that one, and you know y'all don't like condoms. You know, we did a whole show on that too. Y'all. You know what I'm saying? When I do, why do y'all like it raw? Right? Y'all know y'all like to get hit raw. You know what I'm saying? Put an 11 in the chat if you a man in the audience, right? Listening. Put an 11 in the chat if you ever been told by a chick that she didn't want you to wear no condom. Like, nah, you ain't. How about this? Put an 11 in the chat if you went to go smash some new cheeks and hit, and he ain't gotta tell me all that. And if you wanted to, you just could have hit it raw. She ain't say nothing about no condoms. You the one came strapped up with the condoms. And you know if you didn't mention nothing about no condoms, it was going to go down. Put an 11 in the chat for that. I want to see them 11s pop up in the chat for every man who knows something about these bras and get some cheeks, man, in your lifetime. How many times have you came across some cheeks that was going to let you smash them cheeks raw and you knew it? You knew if you ain't had that 3-pack of them Magnums in your pocket, it would have went down regardless. You hear me? Y'all gonna sit up here and try to make us feel bad or some type of way for saying something like the overwhelmingly mass majority of women are whores. That is a fact. That is a fact. And I don't give a damn how anybody feels about it. Prove me wrong then. And this ain't so much about no male versus female, man. Look at this, the fallout of this thing, man. Look at the domino effect of this thing, man. This is crazy. This is why they used to make y'all wear chastity belts back in the day. This is why they need to bring post. See, they done made it not shameful. And this ain't new, y'all. This ain't an old thing. This kind of new. This whole sexual liberation. You understand this only been around since like the 60s, 70s. It's only been around for like 60 years. That's not a long time in the grand scheme of things, man. In 60 years, they have managed to basically turn majority of females, especially in America, to whores. Oh, if a nigga ain't getting this, he can't get this. So 70 years of indoctrination, right? To the point to where y'all really think it's cool as a woman to sit around here and be smashing mad different niggas, man. And we know y'all don't like it. We know y'all love it raw. So it's mad niggas, man, you smashing raw majority of the time. So you wonder why the STD rates, especially amongst black women, is high. This is not me bashing women. That is a fact. Right, and I'm sitting here breaking this down and connecting these dots for y'all just so y'all can see where this is going. Not so much to, try to change you or do what you want, but at least make the information available to you and privy to you. So maybe, especially if you provide no children, you may think about things different, right? And if you don't, keep it up, man. I'ma still do what I do. Right, I get young girls emailing me all the time. I get chicks emailing me all the time. You hear me? Like, I swear, man, OG, you better than me, man. That would have turned me off if I heard a girl say that, man. Especially now. That would turn me all the way off. I would have felt disrespected. and you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do a show on Newspeak. I think I already did one. It's time to do another one. Bashing, man. I just sit up there and broke bashing. All bashing just means to severely criticize somebody. Right? And when you think about bashing in this context, especially with its intention behind it being used, that is definitely what chicks do when they speak about men. That's bashing in its purest form. Right? Severe criticism. You be a broke, fat, ugly dude. You gonna get severe criticism for that, man. You feel me? So I think everybody bashes. That's why I'm saying this is how through word association this is the trickery I'll be telling y'all about, man. This is the mind fuckery I'll be telling y'all about. You understand me? And Uncle Diggity say every dude that's not tripping on strapping up is hitting raw, and every woman that like it raw ain't tripping on dudes strapping up. I was just talking about it, and I'm telling y'all, bruh, it never ceased to amaze me either. Like, damn, man. And it got to the point for me, I'm like, I'm cool. I thought about quit smashing these chicks for real, man. Like, when it get to the point to where you mess with a chick and she like really like this, got a whole 3-pack in my pocket or in my coat pocket, and she ain't said nothing about a condom. Sitting over here topping you and everything, man, about the straight. And if you didn't, if you ain't say nothing about a condom, you could have smashed her raw. Me, man, I ain't even gonna say how many times I've experienced that. And I'm talking about just since I've been home. I'm talking about in my life. I'm talking about just since I've been home, going on 7 years, a little over 7 years. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you on that, Blade Monger. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. That nigga Old Dirty knew what he was doing when he made that song. He made that song for y'all, man. Y'all girls do not like getting hit with condom. Y'all love getting hit raw. Y'all love it. Then they told y'all could be sexually liberated. And they lied to y'all because that's the mind fuckery. Because if you can go have sex with any guy you want, that doesn't make you sexually free. That makes you a slave to sex. Are you having sex or is sex having you at that point? You just hopping from bell head to bell head, mushroom tip to mushroom tip. Shout out to Nino Brown. You hopping from bell head to bell head, from mushroom tip to mushroom tip. Raw. This kid here, this kid there, 2 kids by this one. You 30 years old and got 4 kids by 3 different dudes, man. House just in a state of disarray. It's crazy. How long do y'all think they're going to put up with that? And they got plans just for that. And they're going to use this situation to bring in the UN Agenda 2030, stack 'em, pack 'em housing for all of us. Huh? Y'all want to know where it's going? Huh? Y'all want to see where it's going? Y'all want to see where it's going? This is where it's going right here, y'all. He said, "You silly like." This is where we headed right here, y'all. Y'all see it on the screen? Put 11 in the chat if you see it on the screen. Right? Right?
Oh, fuck you, can't even sing. Yeah, just saying this stuff gets worse. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw.
You hear me? You did. This is where we going to, y'all. This is what's going to be the end result. This is the desired end result of intentional overpopulation through the illusion of so-called sexual liberation amongst the female population in the nations. Notice I said nations. This is a global agenda, right? Look what's going on in China, in Asia. A once traditional society, which is just like, so hypersexualized, I would dare say it's more so than over here. Right? I want y'all to understand how through over-sexualization will lead to depopulation. because the population increasing from sexual liberation is going to cause overburden to the society. Too many people. And that's an illusion too, because literally the entire human race, all 9 billion of us, can fit comfortably just inside the state of Texas and live the most opulent and beautiful, luxurious lives we could possibly imagine. But this is where they're going right here. If y'all pay attention to our cities, the mega structures are on the way. They're here. Some of them being built right in our faces. This is Mega City 1 from the movie Dredd or Judge Dredd. And this is where they heading us to with these structures, the way they building the new buildings. Are y'all paying attention to this stuff in your cities, especially if you live in one of the big 14 cities, New York, Chicago, LA, Columbus, Ohio, Miami, Florida, New Orleans, Atlanta, Savannah, LA, San Diego, Oakland, all this, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Philly, Charlotte, talking about all these major cities and shit. Are y'all paying attention to the construction going on in y'all city? Are y'all paying attention to how they restructuring the freeways? Are you paying attention to the new buildings popping up all downtown in your city, where old ones or structures that were green are now being overtaken by huge apartment buildings? They're luxury at that. So that lets you know that only certain people was planned to live here. Oh, but they're going to have the subsidized housing for people living downtown because they want everybody in human growth development zones, or human settlement zones is what they call them, where humans are concentrated in numbers, and the mega cities is on the way with the mega structures, where it's going to be 5,000 people living in one apartment building, 10,000 people living in one apartment building, one huge mega structure, like in the movie Dredd, when they had the main one of choice that they have focused on in the movie, peach trees. Go check this movie out, y'all. Now, what you think crime is going to be like in a city that has a population of 800 million people? What you think crime going to be like in a city that has 80 million people? And I want y'all to be able to connect and correlate where this stuff is leading to, man. See, it starts off with something so rudimentary, small as, letting these chicks, become sexually liberated, or the illusion thereof, have all this wild, unprotected sex, producing all these children out of wedlock. And they know the importance of children being born within wedlock. If you think this system and government does not know the importance and what it means for children to grow up in a structured home in the way that's been set up, if you think that these people don't know, there's something wrong with y'all. That's why they go through the efforts they go to break up the family structure, and they bring it in this new demonic structure where 2 women could preside over children and 2 men could preside over children. Even fucking robots now can preside over children. You hear me, Uncle Diggity? I think the buildings and I think the peach trees and the mega structures in this movie, I think they held more than that. Right? He said that shit made me uncomfortable just thinking about it. And they're built about it. Think about it, man. Think about all these new apartment structures they're building in your cities. These communal buildings, lifestyles, and all of that type stuff. Y'all paying attention to that stuff? They huge buildings they build in downtown. They're hella expensive. Stack 'em, pack 'em housing. This is preemptive programming. Y'all trying to put y'all up on game so y'all can pay attention to this stuff, man. The mega structures are here and coming even bigger. All these little apartments they got living down, the downtown living, metropolitan living, downtown living, right? It's preemptive programming, man. Getting us perceptually prepared for this stuff. And if you pay attention to all the new buildings in your towns and your cities, they're housing. If y'all paying attention to that, I swear I'm gonna go walk through my city one day downtown, and I'm gonna just show y'all all All new construction being done in downtown Columbus, Ohio is for residential purposes. None of it is for retail, commerce, none of that. Is all for residential. I'm talking about beautiful, tall buildings, 30 stories, 40 stories. People live in them. All electric, connected to the smart grid. Y'all better realize what's going on, man. And when brothers like myself is putting up on game, this is where it's all leading to. So while we sit up here arguing over gender wars and all that fuck shit, which is the product and being in the fuckery being used to exacerbate and bring to this wider scheme into fruition, right? And mind you, if y'all remember when I did the one show, man, things get exponentially worse when you go above the 75th floor on the high-rise buildings, especially in the event of a fire. In these buildings, they place gas masks and respirators on every floor when you live in one of these buildings. And plus, y'all, this is what's so dangerous. Now, Pete, now, tap in and walk with me, y'all. Right? Yeah, they've been doing that too, Lance Parker. I'm glad you said that. Right? Now, peep this. When you live in these tall, high-rise structures, all the elevator shafts, that creates a vacuum in the building. So when the fire happens, sucking all the oxygen out of the air creates a vacuum. That's why these hot fires are so hard to put out. That's why they burn so hot. That's why they have to consume everything. There's no oxygen to consume. So that's why they spread throughout the building so far. That's why they burn so hot. But it don't burn hot enough to build no goddamn structural steel. Huh? That shit melts at like 4,000 or 5,000 degrees centigrade. You hear me? That's got to be like laser hot, like plasma hot. You hear me? Like lava, like molten lava hot. You hear me? Not too many chemicals burn that hot, man. You hear me? Not for a long time anyway. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about? And this is where all of this is leading from or leading to with this whole y'all just being sexually liberated and just, like I say, being able to hide from this bell head, that mushroom tip, this mushroom tip, raw. Bringing all these children in the world out of wedlock, home structure just done. Men not being involved in their children's lives, so they're not growing up with that structure or the discipline that a man brings to the table. So the masculinity is being crushed on all fronts, right? I want y'all to be able to understand this is not like bashing. This ain't just the crap. Now this is showing y'all what's going on, man, and breaking it down, right? And removing the emotion so you can actually see what's going on. You feel me? Because when you take a deep breath, take a step back and look at all this shit, you see like the simple, what you see is simple, but it's not so in reality. But the actual simple solution is to just stop acquiescing and complying. And I know when I say that, people be like, no, it's literally that simple. It's that simple. I can't even sit here and break it down and try to make it intricate and all detail, like it, you know what I mean? Detail, but make it seem like it's something that you have. No, it's real simple, man. Just stop complying, stop acquiescing, right? But in the process of doing that, are most people willing to give up what they're going to have to give up to do that? No. Why? Because they slaves to the system. The Matrix has them, so to speak. The Matrix has all of us to an extent. So to sit up here and act like you just ain't is something that's crazy. Right? I want y'all to be weary of people who are just so perfect that they just flaw. They don't make no mistakes. Like, you know, they ain't victim to the same shit as us all. Or not victim, but they're not subject to the same stuff as the rest of us. Right? Yeah. Right? The mega structures, y'all, they're here and being built in our cities right as we speak. And this is the direct result of what they're doing with this UN Agenda 2030. This is why they have been allowed y'all to become sexually liberated. Right? I want y'all to be able to connect the dots on this stuff, man. Put an 11 in the chat if y'all following me. Put an 11 in the chat if what I'm saying is making sense to y'all. Do y'all see the indoctrination? Do y'all see how everything is connected together? Right? Do y'all see how like when I say how things are made to happen, things are the exact situations are made to happen to where certain things happen, man. You know, this will be a result of this type of indoctrination. You understand what I'm saying? And when we break these things down over here, it's not to make an excuse, man, because you know what I'm saying, how are you going to be, you don't know what you're going against if you're not made aware of it, if you made to think it's something different, something that's actually here to help you, when it's actually here to do the exact opposite. Right? So think about this, though. Right? Think about it, man. You got multiple chicks that got 2, 3, 4, 5 kids by 2, 3, 4, 5 different dudes. That's already breaking up the family structure. And I'm telling you, one of the number one tenets of UN Agenda 2030 is getting rid of the family structure, the family unit, under the disguise of helping or exacerbate, or I don't say that, of helping or nurturing the family unit. How I was telling a little boy he can be a little girl if he feels like he's a girl. How's that helping the family unit? How's that helping humanity? Isn't that contributing to the depopulation agenda? Because young men who are tricked into thinking that they can be girls and, you know, get hormones and stuff in them in a certain age and then go through extreme situations like surgery, that's another man or another male not reproducing. When you get a chick who wants to be a dude and she get her boobies cut off, like the one girl I just sit up here seeing flexing her little, my Lord. You hear me? My Lord, man. It's a chick I seen on, I want to say if it's TikTok or YouTube. You know what I'm saying? She built like a dude. Like God damn, man. This is a sickening, man. For real, man. I want to make sure this stuff is making sense to y'all, man. I want y'all to be able to connect the dots on this stuff, man. Naquay, baby, what's good? This stuff is getting serious, man. You hear me? And I want y'all to understand, like I say, ladies, they making legislation right now. It's about to be on the ballot, man. You know? The only reason why they keep the child support going is to perpetuate this situation right here. They don't, y'all, man, and this is what I want y'all to say about the critical thinking, y'all. Don't get so caught up in the money. They make the money. Why you think they making all the money digital now, man? Y'all thinking like dollars. When y'all think of money, y'all thinking in dollars, like bills in your hand. No, think different about money, right? Especially now. Money is and has and always will be an illusory thing. It is a fiat form of currency. It has nothing backing it. It means nothing. It's worth nothing. It's just a means of exchange, right? For an idea that we all collectively agree and believe on. Right? Huh? Shit is crazy, man. You hear me? And I always ask y'all from time to time, like, what gives money its value? How many know the answer to that question? What makes money valuable? What gives it its valuable? What gives it its value? Right? And I'm telling y'all, ladies, y'all to sit up there and been tricked with all this sexual freedom revolution movements and all that bullshit, man. I can just go have sex with any man I want. Don't get married, you know. I can have children by a guy or a child by a guy or children by men, multiple. And it's okay because, you know, maybe I got a nice job and I got a degree or degrees and I work here and whatever. It's just terrible. And it's leading all to what we're talking about tonight. I keep telling y'all to go research UN Agenda 2030. Y'all, I know a lot of y'all probably think I'll be making that up, man. You know how many times I've been in conversations with people, you know how many times people want to send me emails talking about, man, you just be talking, man, you just do this internet conspiracy. And I always ask them a simple question. Well, have you actually gone and researched what UN Agenda 2030 is for global sustainability? Have you researched that? And it's always like, no, like I'm just, you think, like y'all really think I'll be making this stuff up? No, go check it out for yourself. I have no reason to do that. I don't even like, unless I was getting paid to do it or making some money off of doing it. I rather would make nothing off of telling y'all the truth than make something off of telling y'all lies. Did y'all hear what I said? Right? I'm gonna repeat what I just said. I would rather make nothing off of telling y'all the truth than to make something off of telling y'all lies. And y'all can quote me on saying that. Stacks with the facts. Virgil Berry said that. You hear me? Just in case any of y'all gang stealing ass niggas out there want to steal my shit like you came up with that shit. Right? I would rather make nothing from telling y'all the truth than something from telling y'all lies. Right? You need peach trees, mega cities, UN Agenda 2030 for global sustainability, depopulation agenda under the disguise of global sustainability. I want y'all to be on the lookout for those words too, sustainability. Right? Be on the lookout for words like what's the resilience. Don't you know that that's set up there and switched what resilience means up? Resilience used to mean the ability to stand against adversity and overcome it. Now resilience means how much of less you can deal with. Resilience means your ability to deal with increasingly less and worse situations. Huh? Did y'all catch that right there? Did you catch what I just said? Put an 11 in the chat if you caught what I just said, if it made sense to you. And do you understand the difference? Because I know I talk fast a lot of times. I'm not, when I say this, I know I'm not insulting y'all's intelligence when I say this. I know a lot of people, due to various programming, their comprehension in certain areas is not sharp. This is not saying you stupid. It's just something that has been literally grafted out of our psyche. It's been removed from our motherboard, so to speak, if you would. A lot of us need to go through serious deprogramming. Right? And the mega structures are here. I can't even say they on the way. They're here. I see them in my city. So I know in cities like Chicago, New York, LA, Philly, in Philly, Philly streets is narrow as hell and all the buildings is like smack pancake together. I wouldn't want to live in Philly. Nice place to visit. Food spots everywhere. You hear me? So this is becoming a problem, man. And I'm sitting here just sharing this information with y'all and connecting these dots for y'all, so y'all can see where this stuff is headed, man. And especially for us fellas, man. Listen, man. Extreme D discipline, man. Strap up if you're gonna be out here just smashing chicks. What I strongly suggest you don't do. I strongly suggest against that. Because that will indicate that you out here just smashing mad chicks just because you can, for whatever reason you can. That's a sign of a failure as a man. That's some signs your state of your manhood where you are consumed and controlled by your lust. And I don't trust no nigga who is controlled by or consumed by his lust. I don't trust no man like that. I would never deal with a man who's like that. I wouldn't do business with him. I wouldn't be cool with him. Wouldn't be friends with a guy like that because he would do anything for some pussy. Literally. And I can't fuck with no niggas like that. I know what niggas like that can possibly potentially occur and make happen. So I don't mess with guys like that. I don't mess with men who consume and control by their lust. Because that lust can manifest in many ways. All right. Notice I didn't say consume with sex. I said his lust. Funny. Yeah, man, it's crazy though, for real, man. This is a serious situation. This is why I want to talk about it tonight, man. Now, tomorrow night, you know what I'm saying? We got I got a lot of topics for ladies' night that I want, that I could do. You know what I'm saying? And I think I'm gonna go with this one. Let me put it up for y'all, right? Tell you, man, me and L got some dope shit cooking up for y'all, man. You hear me? Hold on, let me see if I wrote it down in my book real quick, y'all. Oh, okay. I'm gonna come up with a nice topic for tomorrow for the ladies. For the ladies. You know, so I got a couple different topics, man, I could bring up. You feel me? Yeah, man. I think we might just do an extension of this tomorrow, man, for the ladies, man. You know what I mean? As far as like a part 2. You know what I'm saying? Who's your baby daddy? You feel me? And we're gonna do that for the ladies, man. This show is more good for us fellas, man. Listen, it's imperative, brothers, that you practice extreme discipline, so you don't get yourself caught up in situations with these girls who could possibly lie on you about having them impregnated. Right? Now, as far as like some chick just doing what the one girl did and just making something up, like where's our remedy and recourse for that, man? How can we protect ourselves from that as men, especially men who are making ourselves successful in building up our assets and our finances, our credit, you know, and our assets and all of that? You know what I'm saying? How can we protect that if any girl can just put our name on a birth certificate and out of the random blue, we could just begin having to pay child support? I think that is crazy. But in me realizing that, you already know, man, you already know, Judge Jermaine, man, and me realizing that, I see that this is being done intentionally. Clearly, what else would one be led to believe and think? If they're allowing this to happen, no remedy, no recourse, these chicks can literally just out the blue just put their baby on anybody, knowing they're not the father. They'll receive benefits. They'll get money out of this man who they ain't even ever met this chick before. That's crazy. That is insane that's possible, that can happen. No remedy, no recourse, no repercussions behind that for these bras. They can just sit up there, go to paternity court, and credit a whole industry around this. Jerry Springer, Arresting the Essence, Maury Purvis, Steve Wilkos, Paternity Court, any other show you can think of that does this, man. You feel me? Jenny Jones, all these shows, man. You hear me? Paternity test, and chicks lying. Just flat out lying, man. We didn't watch Murray. Murray proved this to you. Maury proved to y'all that a lot of it's safe to say for the how many years was Maury on the air? Because Maury's off the air now, right? If I'm not mistaken. Maury show's off the air now, 24 season. Damn, 24 years. After 31 seasons. This is crazy, man. feel me, man? That your kid turning 18. What he said, 6 more months, man. The shackles, man. Injustice abound. You hear me, man, Blade Monger, man? Injustice abound, man. This damn child support system should be, man. Of course, they should get rid of it. You feel me? That's crazy, man. You are not the father. Right? This is crazy, y'all, man. This is absolutely insane, man. Just the thought that a chick can do that, man, that is terrifying kind of a little bit, man. That's kind of scary. That's real spooky, man. Don't y'all think ain't that spooky kind of for real, man? That's spooky as hell. You sit up there and think about that, y'all. That is some spooky shit. More will be ending after 31 seasons. The popular daytime talk show comes to a close with the 2021-2022 season. Refs for NBC Universal confirmed to CNN 6 years ago, when I was ready to retire, the NBCU Universal family asked me to continue the show. Host Maury said in a statement. 31 years, 31 seasons. That's a beautiful thing, man. 31 seasons. 31 years of You Are Not the Father. Millions. Literally. Girls rolling on the floor. All them deletions. Yeah, them talk shows, man. Them talk shows. Listen, y'all. The talk shows was preemptive programming. The talk shows was putting it out there. The talk shows led to social engineering. If y'all pay attention, then y'all can connect the dots. Stuff is crazy, man. Terrible, man. Terrifying. Just imagine that, brothers. Imagine that to my brothers out there who y'all doing real good for yourself, man. The rest of us is slowly but surely on our way. You hear me? We got to build each other up, though, like we was talking about earlier, man. We got to start supporting each other, y'all, man. We got to start looking at our brother like our brother is our op, which just means he's the same as us. We got to start looking at each other as ops, man. You know what I'm saying? We'd be way more powerful collectively together than being separated like the fuck we is, man. That should be killing me too, man. For really do, man. But yeah, this is an ill situation right here, y'all, man. I'm telling y'all right now, it's getting to the point, it's damn near to the point to where it's gonna be irreversible, man. You know what I mean? Especially once they start getting these hatcheries put up. Once they start building these hatcheries where they can produce 30,000 humans grown in their facilities every fiscal year. Y'all realize how just alone in America, how much wide open space it is? How many of these so-called hatcheries they can just build across the country and just America? We're not talking about Mexico. We're not talking about Canada. He said we need more judges like Maury. You know what I'm saying? Maury's show was part of the indoctrination. He was part of the desensitizing and the preemptive programming, right? That's why his show was allowed to go so long, so they could have some reason and evidence to say, well, you know, this is why we need to bring this legislation in. Look at this, 31 years on public television show. Like I said, they made a whole industry surrounding being a single mother or being or lying about it, getting away with it. All them girls that came on all these shows that sit up there and had these dudes thinking they kids was them and they knowing they ain't. Knowing they ain't, or at least knowing that's a possibility highly that he's not. No remedy recourse, no repercussion, nothing happens. Get to stay on welfare and all of that stuff. This dude got to go through all this rigmarole, courts, paperwork, lawyer fees, just to get this moved from his record and get his name dissociated from this treacherous, tumultuous situation. Because some thirsty ass broad done see me on the gram or see me on the book or done see me on Snapchat, Twitter, whatever the situation is, fresh, fly, in a new whip. Oh, he must got some money. Knowing that all she needs is your first and last name on that birth certificate. That's crazy, man. That is insane. Right? That is insane that a chick can do that. I think that is insane that that's possible to be done. That's crazy. Right? Yeah, man. LGBTQ LMNOP barbecue committee agenda, that is also contributing to the depopulation agenda. And they're going to supplement that with the hatcheries, because even so-called female partners or male partners, they can go to the hatchery and through some sick and twisted demonic science mix two males' DNA in a fake placenta womb, synthetic artificial intelligence, unintelligent artificial intelligence environment, something like the Matrix. Man, y'all got to, do y'all understand the levels that we've been preemptively programmed, man? Y'all understand how deep this stuff goes, man? You hear me? Y'all be acting like this stuff is so far-fetched, like it's not possible. They've been putting this stuff in our face for years. Literally. Matrix came out in 1999, y'all. My nigga said, fuck Jerry Springer, because of him, he created that BS content that Maury and others took his idea and ran with it. Both Jerry and Maury, along with others, followed the Donahue Oprah. Yeah, exactly. Right? Y'all all seen The Matrix. Y'all all remember this scene from the movie The Matrix. That is exactly what they're going to be doing in these hatcheries. These are the hatcheries. Look, this movie came out in 1999, y'all. Human beings are no longer born, they are grown. You feel me? Yeah, I see what you're saying when you said that, Blade Monger. I mean, you know, they already got it in place, man. Right? Y'all see this on the screen. Look, this is the hatcheries right here. Y'all remember this scene from The Matrix? When Neo woke up in the real world and realized he just was basically like a battery plugged into a huge network system as a battery, basically, or a capacitor. You feel me? As an energy source. Right? Think about that, man. That's the hatcheries right there. When when Morpheus told Neo, he said, there are fields, Neo, endless fields, where humans are no longer born, we are grown. That's powerful, man. That is powerful right there, y'all. For I don't even think a lot of y'all realize how powerful what I said is. What I just said is. Very powerful, man. You know, I'm gonna keep breaking this down, man. Cause listen, man, this stuff is getting serious out here, man. Yeah, they both did follow that blueprint. You know, that whole not the father paternity test. And like I just told y'all, the reason why they made such a big stink for such a long time, considering is they wanted to create the environment. I want y'all to understand this has been done strategically, so they can do what they're doing now. So the hatcheries can come in, right? So we can sit up here and come up with this whole ideology, this LGBTQ, LMNOP barbecue committee agenda, that telling these kids that if you grow up a little boy, you was born with a little boy, you was born a boy with a little stick and balls, you know what I'm talking about? You was gonna be you's a boy. And you're gonna wear this, you're gonna wear blue. Same thing for a girl, you know what I'm saying? You know, you're gonna be born with, you know what I'm saying, a little hamburger like they did when I went to go. That's crazy. That's crazy. Fellas, you know, when you have daughters, it's a different situation, man. You know what I mean? It's the same situation, man. Right? But they trying to make it to where kids aren't born by natural means. Like I said, kids aren't born, they're grown. And this is going to lead to humans where we're no longer born by natural means. A man getting with a woman, that woman getting underneath that man's leadership, guidance, and authority, all underneath the leadership, guidance, of the Most High, and having many children. That structure has been shunned. That structure has been frowned upon. It has been belittled, demeaned. You hear me? You know, I could be wrong though, right? I could be wrong, man. But this is the hatcheries right here on the screen from the Matrix. They showed us this back in '99. They showed us in '99, man, the hatcheries. Crazy, right? And that's what all this stuff is leading to. Yeah, shout out to Mr. Palmer, man, for spreading that knowledge, man, in that game, man, on that damn that crooked child support system. And I want y'all to understand, like I said, it's a $50+ billion a year industry. You think that these people won't shut that shit down if it don't suit their agenda? Y'all see what they did to all them banks and stuff when they crashed them in 2008? Lehman Brothers. I'm talking about names of families that's been on the stock exchange since it was formed, right? Since it was put together. I want y'all to understand what we up against, man. Right? It's more of us than it is them. That's one thing y'all gotta keep in mind. It's like a roughly 90 million of them, but it's 8+ billion of us. Right? My man Les Parker says, shout out to the chosen, the blessed, and the beloved. We are aware and covered. Some of us will be martyrs, but that is the price to pay for self, man. You know what I mean? And listen here, I'm glad that you said that, Les Parker. Listen here, y'all, man, and I mean this from the bottom of me, right? I don't have no fear, man. I mean, I literally don't fear anything. I don't fear death. I don't fear dying. I don't fear something happened to me or anybody I love that I don't have control over. And once you really let go of fear in its totality, because you realize that fear isn't real, right? Fear is a construct of this reality, and fear do not come from the Most High at all. The Most High did not give us a spirit of fear, because ain't no fear in Him, right? You dig? Telling y'all, man, for real. We chopping up heavy game over here, man. Shout out to everybody who came through tonight. Tap in with your guy, man. I appreciate that. Y'all know what it is, man. Follow them words scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share your social engineering. Tap in and walk with me. Yeah, that's what they started doing. Paternity fraud when we start practicing that dick discipline. I keep telling y'all, I know it sounds crazy, man. Stop doing it, man. Y'all dudes like say y'all something consumed by y'all's lust. A man consumed by his lust is a man not. Right? You're not no man if all you thinking about is getting some damn pussy, or if that's just your end game, or you going all out of bounds just to get some pussy. I'm talking about whatever it is you do, whether you're tricking your money, whether your provision, whatever it is, man. I need to stop that, man. For real, man. You better put the chick to work, make her earn that. But the only thing is that you got to make sure you that man that she has to earn. You got to make sure you're earnable. You're worthy of earning, right? And that doesn't mean you have to be rich. And how we perceive rich being. You dig? Thank y'all for coming out tonight, man. Listen, man, I'm gonna leave y'all with this joint right here, man. You feel me? You definitely gotta protect your team. What does that acronym stand for, Lance Parker? What that acronym stand for, LP? What that acronym stand for, LP, man? You can't just throw that up there like that, man, and not break it down, man. You wrote it like that, yeah, that's an acronym. That means something. All right? Put us up on game, G. Everybody came out to show that love. Time, energy, attention, money. Yeah, man. I knew it. Yeah, please don't let yourself be groomed by the demonic spirit of lust. Please don't do that. You feel me? And protect and build your team, man. Shout out to my brother LP Lance Parker for putting that in the chat. And look at that picture on the screen, y'all. The hatcheries are amongst us. They're here on the way. The first one will be built by the end of this year, end of next year. Go Google. I can't remember the guy's name or the name of his company. But definitely coming, man. Listen, this is crazy, man. For real, man. I'm glad we had this show tonight. For real. To be honest with y'all, because like I say, y'all, the hatcheries are here, and this is where this stuff is leading to. All right, just imagine waking up and seeing some stuff like that, man. The Machine City. Right? Tap in, walk with us, y'all. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, sharing social engineering, all the new subs. I appreciate it. Thank y'all. I'm a very humble guy, although contrary to popular opinion. I'm a very humble guy. I live by very humble means, working and grinding like everybody else, especially all the real ones. And, real ones got to link up and support each other, man, and put a different narrative out there and change the narrative imagery of what we have collectively as so-called black men, right? Just like it's going to be up to these chicks to change their image, it's going to be up to us to change ours. If we change ours, they're going to, like I said, they're going to automatically change theirs, like we talked about earlier, right? It's the reason why the whole, women rule the world and girl power and black girl magic and all that crazy stuff. Now we got to this, man, it's crazy. Man, next week we're going to have some dope shows, man. I got a dope ass chick coming on the show next Thursday, man. Possibly, potentially. I'm speaking to existence. You know what I'm saying? This lady is so fine. You hear me, y'all, brothers, man? This lady's so fine. She look like she could be Simone Bowles' mother, but in shape like just Simone Bowles. You hear me? For real. She got her own spot where she focuses on health and nutrition food right here in the city, in the convention center. You know what I'm talking about? And she won't come on the show here eventually. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all got some guests coming on the show. I've been setting up the dates, talking to men, locking them in, and I'm talking about like a locksmith, you dig, man. I'm gonna bring y'all some more dope interviews as this weather in my city breaks open and breaks out and up. You know, so I'm gonna be out and about on the town. You dig me? Getting y'all this some content. It's gonna be fire. You feel me? Appreciate that, y'all. Appreciate that, y'all. Tap in, walk with us. Y'all know what it is, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. Hey, man, I'm gonna leave it up to y'all. What song y'all want to hear tonight? What song do y'all want to hear tonight as we close out the show? Y'all want to hear some E&E? You want to hear some old school R&B? What y'all want to hear, man? You feel me? If I see a name of a certain song more than 3 times, I'm gonna play that. All right. Now think about the theme of the show. Let's keep it raw. You know, so think about the theme of the show, the topic of the show. You know what I'm saying? You think of a song that go with the topic of the show. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. Listen here, y'all. Appreciate everybody coming out. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, blessing to all the new subscribers, man. You know what I'm talking about? This nigga said Billie Jean. That would be a dope song to play too, but I don't want to risk the copyrights on that one, man. You feel me? You know what song I think we're going to end the show with tonight? I think this is what we're going to end the show with tonight. Y'all going to be weak. So everybody, man, tap in. We about to play this classic track, man. If you from a certain era, you going to remember this song. And I think it's fitting for the night. You know what I'm talking about? I think it's fitting for the night. This show, I think it is. You know what I'm saying? Because this is most of the reason why this situation is here, especially from my era. You know what I'm saying? This stuff ain't nothing new. It's been ratchet ass chicks living off of the government, having hella kids by niggas. And it started with this situation right here. This was a major, major boost in this phenomena. Right? And I'm going to pull it up on the screen so y'all can see the image of what I'm talking about. Y'all remember this song back in the day? Y'all remember this song back in the day, man? Oh, shit, man. This is part of the reason why so many single mothers now. This is the reason why so many fucked up ass young dudes running around here, right? This was a major, major blow to the structure of the family. I would dare say the catalyst event. I would dare say that the crack epidemic was more of a deadly imposition of ideology and psychosis on the black people than chattel slavery. I think it was more severe. Crack destroyed the black community totally and completely. That's a fact. Sad, man. So we're going to close out with this classic song right here, man. And it's crazy. I used to sell crack, man. We all used to, most of us at some point. Most of us have been in penitentiary. We know people that died and everything. It created a sub-economy within the target niche group of people who had the sole potential possibility buying power to take over this country if they were allowed to remain in 80+% married structured homes like they were in the 50s and the 60s. So we're going to introduce this crack, and that crack destroyed the black community. It wasn't heroin, crack. Crack cocaine destroyed the black community. And I regret that I ever sold that shit. I really do, man. It's one of the things when I was in the joint that I had to really, really deal with. Because I felt an extreme sense of guilt. Huh? Extreme sense of guilt. How many real niggas would come up here and tell y'all some shit like that? And I used to sell big dope. I used to be cooking up all type of shit. Bricks, zips, 9s, 4-ways, 2.5s, 2 and the babies. Sitting in the rock spot. Y'all niggas don't know nothing about sitting in a rock spot, moving an eighth in rocks in like a day or less than a day. In straight stones. A lot of y'all don't know nothing about that. Not saying that you should. I'm not bragging about it. I'm not saying it's something to be proud of. I'm just saying we are products of our environment. All of this stuff has contributed to this situation we're talking about tonight. Right? So we're going to get up out of here, y'all, with this classic song. Yo, mama on crack rock. Let's go. Song is ignorant.
She had the jacket on when that day was very hot, but that's how you feel.
See y'all tomorrow, man.